Monday Night Football's live game of the week is sponsored by Terry McBride with Country Financial.
Okay, welcome football fans to another season of high school football. We're in beautiful town of Geneva, home of the festivals on the rivers, and also I think some good football. So we're at Panther Stadium here in Geneva and ready to start off. I think it's going to be a great game, Mark. So I know you talked to Coach Sanders here last week and got a little bit of insights on the Geneva Panthers. What did he say?
Well, he's super excited this year. He's coming off a team that averaged 28 points a game, and he's getting a quarterback who actually broke his foot the first game of the season last year and was not able to play. Now, they lost their #1 tailback, Timothy McReynolds. He averaged 134 yards a game, but they are bringing back Kingston Tolbert, who averaged about 90 yards a game. And he's really excited. He did say that his biggest asset and biggest strength were his line play on both sides of the ball. So this could be a knockdown, drag-out kind of event, you know, just running at each other. Because what did the coach tell you from Coach Melton?
Yeah, I got to talk to Coach Melton. Both coaches, we want to thank them for giving us some time. But he, he said the same thing about his biggest strength is going to be his O-line and his D-line. Now, last year, they were only 2-8, so they didn't win a conference game. But they were so young. There was only mostly 10th graders and stuff. Mm-hmm. So this year, they got a lot more experience, and they got a lot more seniors and juniors, so he's very, very excited about that. Now, this is only his second year, so Headland's had 4 different coaches in 4 years. That's tough, Mark.
Yeah.
That's tough. So, but thankful for them. I think Coach Melton's going to be there for a while. He's got these kids dialed in. He said the summer workouts have been fantastic. All the kids are buying in 110%. In fact, they got a little saying that they said on the practice field before every practice, it said, "Let's go to work." And so I think with him bringing some stability and continuity in these kids, and he's got a good number turning out. He had 70 that turned out for football. So that's pretty impressive. He did say he's got 3 athletes that he feels can play quarterback at any time, and he's comfortable with all 3 of them. So that's a rarity in high school football at any level, but especially at the level we're at now. So I don't know. He wouldn't tell me who was going to be quarterback, so we'll just have to wait at game time to see that, Mark.
Yeah, I've got a feeling you're going to see a lot out of Jackson Williams. If that name doesn't sound familiar, it should. He comes from a Headland legacy. Franklin Williams, the governor in basketball. This is his son. He has an older brother, Tyson, who presently is the safety at Nevada for the Division I powerhouse out there. So he looked like he's a slash. He may line up at quarterback. He may play wide receiver, may play running back. I expect big things out of him.
Absolutely, and they got some key players. Caleb Dozier is going to be Luke Nelson, who's played quarterback. He can run the ball. He can also line up at different places. Defensively, Connor Cook, Chris Gibson, and Pate Grant are all looking to have big nights out of them tonight.
Good deal. Well, I know that one thing about a player that Coach Sanders really stood out about was a kid, it's 12th grader this year, Dayton Landingham. He said he's a player from the past. He's not one you ever see. He does not want to come out of the game any play. He plays O-line and D-line, and he expects him to be the rock of both lines, and he's really excited about that line play again.
Absolutely, and I think with the coaches, both of them saying their strengths is O-line and D-line, I know Headland's got 8 returners on offense, 7 returners on defense, so that's big. So whoever's going to push each other ones around and open up those holes and possibly have some pass protection. So, but I think it's going to be a fantastic and a very close game.
Yeah.
Right. We're going to take just a minute to thank some of our sponsors. Clear to Close. We appreciate y'all. Harley Davidson, they sponsors for the last couple of years. Appreciate them. Southeast Health, all to go for all your medical needs. Thank you, Southeast Health. Call Bob for all your HVAC needs. So they can bring it right now. We ain't got no cold weather, so thank goodness for that AC. And Zach's in Slocum. It don't get no better than that. So, all right. So again, we just now had the coin toss. I did not see who was going to get the ball. Did you have a chance to see?
I did not.
So, but right now we got the Geneva Panthers coming out of their helmet onto the sidelines. They are fired up. Got American flag, got a Geneva flag. So they good-looking group, like good size. And here comes the Headland Rams. So both teams, first game. I'm excited. We appreciate y'all being with us. We really do. we'll have a game every Friday night. So as soon as we know the schedule, know what's next game we're going to do, we'll let y'all know. So, but I think it's a fantastic program. It's absolutely great. Thank you for our sponsors to be able to give some high school football, local high school football, a chance to be on TV.
Yeah, you know, there's one thing I like about high school football, because when it starts, normally you're getting colder weather soon and bowl peanuts.
Yes, ma'am.
And so if you can get those two starting about the same time, you got a good time.
You got a good start on a good year right there.
That's exactly right.
And they do have bowl peanuts. I've seen them on the trailer down there. So
I'm telling you.
halftime, maybe calling my name.
They've got a good turnout tonight for Geneva. So that's a good thing to see. In Headland, they traveled well.
They did travel well. They got a good turnout on both. I guess everybody, like I say, I think both squads are very excited, and fans are very excited.
Looks like Geneva, we're going to be kicking off, and Headland's going to be receiving the ball. Looks like we're going to be doing our thing, and Telvin Williams looked to be back, along with Javon Williams.
Yep. Also Ashton Graham. They'll be number 13. Telvin Williams, he's going to be the deep receiver on the kickoff, and then we fixed to get this contest started. Oh, it's going to be a short pooch kick. Oh, it's down right there, and there's a fumble.
Looks like Geneva got it.
I believe they did. We'll see what the old striped shirt says, but I think you're right.
I think it's number 30, if I can see it.
Because I don't think he had possession of it long enough. He fell to the ground when grabbed, was going to fall to the ground, but I don't think he had possession long enough. Looked like there was a Panther, and yes, they did.
Yeah, sure did. Looks like Caden Weeks, number 30, is the one that ended up with the ball.
Look at that. That's an interesting turn of events. A little pooch kick worked.
Sure did. So looks like Headland was not anticipating that. So that'll be something they'll probably be looking at if they look like they don't have a kicker that can kick it that far. So got good field position on Headland's side. 1st and 10. It looks like from about the 42. Quarterback's Michael Moore.
Well, there's that O-line he was talking about there, Mark Kenny.
Yeah.
Nice hit over there, but there was a big hole opened up right in the middle. And again, that's what Coach Sanders said. I mean, you know, if they can do that.
Well, they said this, Michael Moore is a 3-star athlete here at Geneva, and real gritty. That's the word he described. So it looks like he's not afraid to put his nose down and run over, and he didn't hesitate.
Okay, hey, welcome TV audience. This contest is between the Geneva Panthers and the Headland Rams. They've just gotten started. Geneva did recover a fumble on the kickoff, so they have got the ball on offense down at the Headland Ram 25-yard line, so kind of catch you up with speed. So they did have a first down already, and that was the first play. This is the second play of the first quarter, so it's about a 6-yard run by the quarterback.
It was a nice tackle there by number 24, about 5-yard gain. So far, all they're doing is really just spreading out the Headland and doing QB draws right up the middle. And like you said, using that line to their advantage. And looks like they don't want to try to score too fast. They're doing it slow drives.
Yeah, that's one that Coach Sanders said. He said sometimes they score too fast and give the offense, you know, if you got a good offense, the ball back too quick. They want to kind of grind it out a little bit.
That's right.
Quick little out, number 22, and he is going to be brought down quickly by number 3. That is Jackson Williams. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 6. The ball is on the 22-yard line of the Headland Rams with Geneva Panther after that recovered fumble moving the ball.
Yeah, it was a pass to Rhett Shiver. Looks like he might have lost a yard in the play, so it brings up 3rd and long for 6 for Geneva. I'm not sure how their kicker is, so we're probably in 2-down territory for here.
I would think so. Coach Melton said they got seniors on the corners. So there's another nice stop by the Headland Rams there. Try to run that thing up the middle. I think they made a few adjustments.
Yeah, number 44, number 56 made a good stop there, bring 4th down. So we will find out right in there real quick whether, and it looks like they are going to go for it.
Mr. Michael Moore got to play from the sideline. Coach Sanders. We got about 6 yards to go for a first down on fourth down. Drew him off sides. Tell you what, smart play right there.
Yeah, I don't know if they've got enough for a first down. I think they're going to be just shy after they measure it off. Looks like it from the distance, but they may have it. It's going to be real close, though.
It's going to be real close. Hey, smart little play. It was just a hard count, and Headland Rams ready to go get the quarterback, and, you know, just drew him off sides.
Yeah, just shy. I mean, we're talking inches. So I wouldn't be surprised if they don't come back and do the same thing again.
I would try it again. Why not? So it's going to be fourth down at, like Mark said, just inches on the 21.5-yard line.
Looks like we're going to have a measurement. So it must be close enough for them to think that we need to take time to look at it.
Again, for those joining us on TV, we are in Geneva, Alabama, with this first football game of our season anyway, with the Geneva Panthers and the Headland Rams. So we've got two teams that coaches are very, very excited about. So I think it's going to be a good contest. Thank you for being with us.
Oh, it was first down. First down.
Always best to check, ain't it?
That's right. That's right. I wonder if the coaches come on the sidelines and ask for that, or is that one of the side judges saw that and thought we need to stop? But it is first 10.
Yes, that's a first and 10. So the measurement did make it a first and 10 on the 21.5 or so yard line. So fresh set of downs for the Panthers.
We've got a whistle here.
I think they're waiting for the chains to get set on the far side.
Yeah, they're resetting the clock.
This would be a big possession if they're able to score here with on a fumble. We reckon they'll try that pooch kick again?
They might. I mean, it worked the first time.
Worked first time.
At least try it again. There's Kingston.
Yeah, it's a nice little run there. Just a dive to the right. Nice little handoff and a good hard run. Put his head down strong. Number 4, Cornelius Arnold, was in there for the Headland Rams.
Yeah, and then the one thing I liked about him was he just saw his crease and went straight ahead.
Yeah, didn't try
really
to dance around.
tiptoeing. Just get the yardage.
Exactly. Didn't try to dance around or do nothing fancy. Just get the yards, and he got 5 of them, almost 6. Shotgun snap. Wow. Strong runners. Got 2 just dragging them. Wow.
Again, number 4, Cornelius Arnold. And number 56, Tate Bell, brought him down, but there was a couple others that tried to get in there too, and he couldn't stop them. He shed them on the way down to about the 5-yard line, which brings up first and goal from the 5.
Yeah, they met him at the line of scrimmage, but he just powered his way through. Thought he was going to go all the way into for a TD.
Yeah, he looked like he's one of those guys you definitely want to tackle low, because if you get high, he's going to
First and goal from the 6. Quarterback keeper. He's going to be just shy of a touchdown by maybe a yard.
Yeah. Again, number 4, he's been active, Cornelius Arnold. He did a great play of keeping him out of the end zone. So I imagine we're going to either have a QB sneak here or Kingston's going to be on a dive play they've already. Probably nothing fancy, I wouldn't think. You'd just run right at him, I would think.
There you go. You called it.
Yeah.
Just a direct snap, quarterback sneak, and it is a score for the Geneva Panthers. He walked in there pretty easily, Mark.
Yeah, he also had 3 running backs staged to the right, and he ran right behind those 3.
All right, we are going to have the call Bob, PAT, and after that, we're going to watch a replay of this touchdown. Again, call Bob for all your HVAC needs. The kick is up. The kick is good. So with that, Geneva Panthers takes the lead 7-0. And we're going to watch the instant replay of that touchdown. Good.
There, as you can see, Mr. Moore went right behind the 3 guys, went in. And also number 18, Brody Bynum, came in for the extra point to go up 7-0. And I think you're right here, Philip. I would not be shocked to see them do a little. It wasn't really an onside kick. It was more like a pooch sky kick. But
yeah, I don't know if the kicker is just, you know, I don't know, or they just didn't want to kick it to get a run back.
Right.
You know, I don't know what was their thinking, but it worked.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, it'd be interesting to see if they're going to try it again.
And I'll be curious to see if they bring players up closer to the line of scrimmage either to try to discourage that type of kick. And it looks like they have. They brought number 7 in. He was different from last time. But we shall see where we go from here.
All right, everybody set. I think he's going to kick this one straight away. Nope, it's another little pooch kick. Number 18.
Actually went to the other side.
It went to the other side this time.
So, you know.
Yeah, number 18, that's Connor McKenzie. Fell on that. He grabbed it, and I'm sure Coach has told them on the sideline, you grab it, hold on to it, and get the ground. Yeah.
So this will be interesting here how they come back after that rather long drive. It was close to over 4 minutes, so we shall see if they're going to be a fast attack. Looks like we have Jackson Williams going to start off at quarterback.
Yep, number 2, Luke Nelson in the backfield with him. Snackman, and they are opening up a hole as well. Nice run right there.
Yeah, it looks like we have a little extracurricular activity, and that got him a penalty right there for number 30 for pushing number 56 off of him. And you got to be careful about that whenever you do that.
Yeah, especially with that player, because he's one of your key players. You don't want to get him out of the game.
Yeah, they normally always get the second guy. The first guy
always do. Yeah.
Always never gets caught, but they may have this time. May do unsportsmanlike for both. Oh, it was just unsportsmanlike on Headland. Interesting. They did catch the first guy. They didn't charge number 30 for throw a flag for him for knocking this player off.
That's going to negate that nice run that Luke had, so they're going to bring them back. So it was 1st and 10 from the 40, their own 40. Now it'll be 1st and 15 from the 34, from their own 34. They're going to try the right side of the line. Great blocking. Nice shed of block there.
He just about got all 15 back. I think he's just shy of it, but
he's going to be close. Great blocking by the right side of that O-line. So Coach Melton said that, you know, again, just like Coach Sanders, that's one of their strengths, and, you know, they showed it.
You know, there is a possibility we may see less than 10 passes this game, but these two lines don't run like this.
I would not doubt it a bit, and if you do, it's going to be short ones.
Right.
But yeah, if you can run the ball, run the ball.
Now we switched up in the backfield.
Yeah, you got 2 wide receivers on the far side. Luke Nelson in the quarterback now. Wow, what a hole. He's going, he's at the 20. He's going at the 10. He's touchdown. That was number 3, Jackson Williams, on a little end around kind of a play there. But, man, there was nobody on the left side of that defense.
No, and those guys thought they had the angle on him, and he just blew right past them.
Those 2 of them thought they was going to be able to at least push him out of bounds, but he turned the Jets on.
And what's going to be interesting here is that when you see they have the quarterback here, Luke Nelson, him and Jackson just switch in the backfield. So you really don't know. The running back goes to the quarterback, and the quarterback goes to running back. So, and both of them are definitely good running backs. But that was a nice long run.
This is the call by PAT by number 57. It's going to be no good. He kind of pulled that one to the left a little bit. That was Braden Grammer. So that's going to leave the Panthers in the lead by 1. But that was a quick score there.
Yeah.
Marcus quick. Unlike the Panthers who grounded out, you know, they had the 1 penalty, and they got that back on 1 play. And then the next play, it was lights out.
Yeah. Well, you know, if those who went and watched Dothan High, the old Dothan High back in the day, Jackson looked just like his brother Tyson. If he ever got in the open field, he was gone.
Yeah.
And they couldn't touch him. And same thing here. 2 guys thought they had him. One guy thought was going to get him about the 5, but Jackson pulled away at the very end, and well done.
Yep. And Coach Melton, he said he's got three people for quarterback. and then you showed it. Like you said, they switched those and just confused everybody.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Get to see the kicker for Headland this year, which last year, believe it or not, they actually started their first soccer team at Headland. So I'm curious if they have a guy off the soccer team out here kicking. I would think so. But believe it or not, they play co-ed soccer.
Oh, really?
Boys and girls together.
I know that.
So, but
looks like it's going to be number 4, Cornelius Arnold, doing the honors on the kickoff. So we got number 16 back for receiving. That is Trent Mitchell.
And they're not expecting a very deep kick either.
No, they're not. He's on the, almost the 15-yard line.
Looks to be a lefty. Unless he's kicking a little pooch kick to the left over here.
This little squib kick, hey, that's good. It's not bad. It's picked up at the 15-yard line by Trent Milton. He's going around the end. He's going to be tackled at his own 35-yard line by number 25. That was Cameron Sconiers.
Yeah, that was a nice gain, roughly about 25 yards there, setting up. Really good field position for them. And I would expect to see the same thing from the first drive. They're probably going to just grind it out. And you're going to see a lot of 35, and you're going to see a lot of number 1.
Yep. Yeah, that line drive kick by Cornelius, I mean, it got to him in a hurry, so he had lots of room before, you know, they could get out there and stop him. So that was a nice run back. So be 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line. And again, the Panthers see if they can grind out another TD.
Tell you what, that number 2, Noah Johnson, he's a impressive-looking wide receiver.
Yes, he is.
Very big frame.
They got long arms, so it's like going to be a direct snap run. It's going to be a first down as he gets out of bounds. Michael Moore. So it seems like the left side of that Panther O-line is really strong.
Yeah, controlling right now, and I know that's what the coaches are hoping for. That was well done played, and even the wide receivers are blocking down the field. Number 2 is waiting on him, and motion for him to actually come over there to his side, and he did, and he got an additional 4 to 5 yards at the end of the play.
Yeah, you got number 70, Ethan Connor, on that offensive line over there. You also got number 65. That is Dayton Landingham. Those are, oh, I'm sorry, he's a center. Number 70 is. But they some good size. Oh, nice stop there, though.
Yeah.
That was number 84.
Yes.
In
Number
there
84
on that play.
for Headland came in and filled the gap.
Caleb Dozier.
You know, I understand that they have success, but I don't know if he can withstand this the whole game.
Well, the thing about it is you know, if they don't mix it up a little bit, eventually coaches they're gonna shift some linebackers. They're gonna pull them up, you know, in the box, and then you know, if you ain't gonna throw it, why have them back there?
And not just that, but you also have the great August heat.
Yeah.
And the humidity.
Yeah.
So sooner or later you're gonna be cramping and just you're gonna be worn out.
That's
I mean,
true.
you can only take so much.
Yep.
Because that first game's always the toughest for the kids because they can train all summer, but they're not used to taking a beat like this and get hit over and over.
Looks like they are going to throw a pass, just like we took his eyes off of it. Yeah, that was going to be a nice little gain, probably of I don't know, 6-7 yards. But number 22.
Yeah, that's Rick Shiver.
Yeah,
he's the one had the other completion earlier, so he's doing a good job keeping it up, and hopefully they'll. Keep going. But they got 3rd and long, though, so we're fixing to see what they're going to do.
Yeah,
like always. Headland did a good job of making some changes.
Yeah, that wide receiver had that, you know, let me run before I catch it. Look downfield, make sure nobody's going to pop me. All right, we got trips over here to the near side and a single on the far side. It's 3rd and 10 at their own 41. It's going to be a long pass, but it's short. It is intercepted by the Headland Rams.
Julian Riley,
he's going to run it back. And he's still on his feet. He's going to go all the way back to the Panther 38-yard line after interception at about there. The Panthers, the Headland Rams, what, 40, 42?
Yeah, Julian Riley got credit for it, but really it was the pressure from the defensive line on Michael Moore. And when Michael Moore went back, he got hit right as he was throwing, and it just kind of floated, and number 7 pretty much threw it right at him.
What we call that back in the day, a duck?
Yes.
Wounded duck.
And on top of that, he will not have an easier interception most likely this year than what he just got.
Because it was just handed to him just about.
Right. That's right.
All he had to do was take one step up.
looks like we're taking a heat timeout, which I learned last night that the referee at any time can call a heat timeout. It doesn't have to be after the 5 o'clock mark on the clock. Anytime he sees fit, if he thinks both teams need a timeout, he can get them.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
And this heat and them kids, like I say, they train, but still, though, especially when you're going both ways that hard, which a lot of these smaller schools, you have a lot of their athletes are doing both ways. That's a lot of fluids you're losing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right, so after the interceptions, the Headland Rams will have the ball back at the Panther 39-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Wow, I tell you what, Headland is looking pretty strong.
Yeah, I can see why Coach Milton was excited.
Yeah, he was. I mean, I went on the phone. He was very excited. Yeah, and he told those kids that, look, I'm here to stay. You know, I ain't planning on going nowhere. So I know that made a huge difference on them when you had 4 coaches in 4 years. I mean, you know, it's just, that's tough.
And one thing that also helps is when you see results this early in the game, in the season, that just gets that snowball getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and your confidence gets bigger and better and helps the team out.
So look like number 2, Luke Nelson's back in there for quarterback. Nope, I'm sorry. Number 3, Jackson Williams. They got me all confused. Uh-oh, we got a whistle. Somebody offsides.
Not sure what happened. They're talking to each other. There's not a flag thrown on the field, so I'm not sure.
They may have to reset the clock again.
They did throw a flag on the field. Sorry. False start.
False start. All right, that's going to push the Rams back to the Panther 44-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 15 from the Panther 44.
And he looked like Jackson was actually going to throw the ball in that play.
I think he was.
So, but again, that combo in the backfield is pretty tough.
Nice hole on the right side again. Man, that Luke Nelson running for getting all the penalty back and some. So that's probably about a 10-yard, almost 12-yard run.
Yeah, that's tackle made by Trent Mitchum. Great play. I tell you, number 2, he looks like a running back, even though they had him as a quarterback. He's more, to me, like the physical runner between him and Jackson. Jackson's got the more moves and speed. But I tell you what, Luke looking like he's hard to bring down.
Yes, he does.
And he's actually a 3-year starter at the quarterback position for them. So it's.
So they switched it up again, put Julian Riley back in the backfield.
I'm not sure what happened there, but.
About a 4-yard. There's a fake. Wow,
Ooh.
Big hit, but he's going to get way down to about the 15-yard line.
Yeah.
So there's a nice little fake in the backfield, and he just found the opening, found a hole, and went for it.
He had a nice cut back. Number 44 came up and met him and put him down, but that was a nice run by Jackson there.
Yeah, that O-line is playing well. That Tate Bell, number 56, number 55, Morgan Earp, number 52, Chris Gibson, all doing a great job on that O-line, creating some pretty big holes.
Yeah. Timeout by Headland here. I guess they want to talk about getting down here and probably securing the ball more than anything. No turnovers. You know, that killed them on the onside kick, and I imagine they're going to limit both teams because Coach Sanders said the same thing. He said, we want to control the ball, no turnovers, and play good, hard, clean football. And so far they have.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break while this timeout's happening. We'll come back.
Biblically based preaching, dynamic music, ministry to the entire family. Find it all at Ridgecrest Baptist Church in Dothan. Worship with us Sunday mornings at 8:15 or 10:50. And check us out at rbcdothan.org.
Welcome back. It is in the first quarter. 5:44 left in the first quarter. The Panthers are up by a point, 7-6 against the Headland Rams. Headland Rams are driving the ball, though. It's 1st and 10 from the Panther 15-yard line. Headland Rams just called a timeout. I'm sure Coach maybe give them a little breather, and also, like you said, all right, we down here. Let's don't do nothing dumb. All right. So they've been running the ball. Neither team has really had to pass it except for the Panthers when it was along, and they got intercepted. So.
Yeah, that was a nice play there by Jackson to get him down about, looks like 1st and 10 from the 15. So I would expect to see the same thing from Jackson.
Bounce it out to the right side. Nice run. Going to be a first down, 1st to go, I believe.
Yeah, Jackson's just got that extra gear that when he gets on that edge, he pulls away from the line. And he's definitely not shedding contact. He's not staying away from it. He's going towards it.
Yeah, they got a nice block by Luke Nelson. He just followed right behind him and bounced it out. And there's Luke pushing it up the middle. And it's going to be touchdown Headland Rams. With 5:21 left in the first quarter, the Headland has got another touchdown. So, again, offensive line is very impressive.
Yeah, and again, he just ran right behind his center is all he did. You know, Jackson kind of plays on the edges with the speed, and Luke looks like he's coming right at you, and he's daring you to hit him.
Yep. Well, that's a deadly combination because you don't know what to do. You spread out, they go to the middle. You bring a bunch of men, they get bounced to the outside. They're going to go for 2 here since they did not make the extra point of the call by PAT. It's going to be a direct snap. He's following his block again, Luke, and they said it is a 2-point conversion. So that's going to be 14-7. Headland Rams up by a touchdown.
Yeah, that's well done, and that's good to hear because, you know, last year they only won 2 ball games. If they keep this up, I've got like my chances of them winning more than 2 ball games.
I guarantee you, yes, absolutely. And yeah, last year they won 2, and they was not able to score a bunch of points. You know, they set a touchdown here, a couple touchdowns there. You know, they got outscored a couple games, 52-7, and that. So this is a complete turnaround. And like Coach Smelton said, you know, that 1-year experience and the stability that he brings to that program seems to have really working.
And the numbers, I think, by looking by both sides, it looks like Headland has almost twice as many players.
It does. I was impressed by that. When he told me, I was talking to him on the phone, he said we had 70 come out. We had consistently during the summer 60 at workouts. I said that's doing something right there, Coach.
No doubt. It's definitely gotten quieter here in Geneva Stadium. After the opening drive went down and scored, they were kind of enjoying themselves. Now it's getting kind of quiet.
A little quiet, so they need a little pick-me-up there.
Yeah.
Number 4, Cornelius Arnold again for the kickoff for the Headland Rams. Much better kick. Got a little height on that one.
Nice tackle, number 25, Cameron Sconyers. Kingston with the return. You know, it's kind of like pick your poison in the back who you kick it to Geneva. So they're going to start off in good field position again. All 3 of their drives have been on the 35-yard line or better. So hopefully they can get something going here.
Yep, 5:13 left in this first quarter. It is 1st and 10 for the Geneva Panthers on their own 35-yard line. They really need a good drive here. I mean, that picked the spirits up. You see all the players on the sideline kind of, you know, already getting a little down. Coach need to get them fired up again. Man, good pursuit right there by the Headland Rams. He had nowhere to go.
Yeah, tackled by a host of Headland players. They look like the whole front line, 13, 84. I mean, yeah, 64.
There's 5 or 6 of them in there.
Yeah, looks like he lost a yard on the play, so bring up 2nd and 11 for Geneva. They've made some good adjustments after that first drive.
They did. They made some really good adjustments. Michael Moore taking the snap. Got some good blocking out in front. That's Kingston. Man, he's hard to bring down, ain't he? Wow. I know on the tackle, there's number 4. That's Cornelius Arnold, number 8, Ashton Graham, but not before he got about a 20-yard gain there, and he took his time there. So we got a replay coming up. Watch this blocking out front.
Yeah, again, it takes 2 or 3 guys to bring him down. I mean, he's got to bring your lunch pail if you're going to tackle him. That's for sure.
So it's a handoff number 35, and they were able to bring him down again. Tried to kind of the same play. You know, pulled a guard and tried to get out in front, but didn't gain anything. In fact, lost a yard. So it'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, thought there.
So we're at 3:52 and left in the first quarter. The Panthers were moving the ball, so they got to stop there. It is 2nd and almost 12 from the Headland Ram 40-yard line. Panthers really need a good drive here. I know it's just the first quarter, but still, just for the helps the spirits and the. So Geneva had a blocker out front, but he left his guy. That was number 2. So Noah Johnson, and then Kingston was, you know, he went by and they kind of just jumped in there behind him.
Yeah, Connor Cook also helped on the play, and that's one that Coach Milton talked about, was like his middle linebacker, his thumper.
Yeah,
he was that guy, and he did a great job of filling that void in the middle, and really didn't gain anything. So it looks like it's 3rd and 12 to go here, which I do believe we're probably in 4-down territory since we're on the other side of the field, but they may try to pin them back. Not sure, we hadn't seen their punter yet. See what he's got.
Yeah, the way Headland's been moving the ball, we got somebody's going to be offsides. Nope, they didn't call it. Good. All right, so it's a fake pass. He's got lots of room. He's going to get the first down. He's going to get out of bounds at about the 27-yard line, and that's going to gain the first down.
Yeah, he's a quick little guy. He sure is. Kind of reminds me of Johnny Manziel in stature. And he looked gritty at 2:35 left after the first down. Looks like it's 1st and 10 from Headland's 28.
Yeah, looked like the Headland Rams, a couple of guys over pursued on the quarterback, kind of coming to the side. He just stepped up and found him a little seam and took off.
Yeah, a nice block by number 30 on the outside to just seal the edge for him to let him get that first down.
Couple wide outs to the near side. Direct snap and a quarterback run, so he's going to get maybe a yard.
Tackle again by Cole Shaw, number 1. And also Tylen Williams came in and made the play on him, which brings up, looks like about 2nd and 9 now for Geneva.
Game clock's at 2:25. So we're counting on down on this first quarter. Again, Headland Rams in the lead, 14-7 after an interception and then a touchdown and then a go for 2 on the call by PAT, which they made. So they got a 1-touchdown lead right now, and we are at Panther Stadium in Geneva, Alabama.
Tell you one thing Headland has done, they have brought 10 of their players down almost in the box.
Yeah, you know, we talked about that. So, okay, if you're not gonna pass the ball, then I'm gonna have my guys come up in the box, and that's exactly what they've done.
Yeah, they literally have 10 of their players within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. Number 7 is in the deep safety position, like one safety with about 1:39 and the clock counting. Looks like we got 3rd and about 6 or 7 coming up.
Yeah, and besides the interception, that on the only other passes were 2 just quick outs. So I don't know if they're scared to try that long passes again, but they're gonna have to open up a little bit if they continue to bring these up box. You got to make them keep them honest. Got some good blocking out front. Kingston steps out at about the 18-yard line.
Look like he's going to be just shy. 1 or 2 yards, looks like, of the mark on the other side of the field. Or they may give him first down.
You didn't have the angle. At 1:12 and left in the first quarter, Panthers got another first down. So as we said, this is what they need. This could be big.
Right. And also for those that are used to watching TV, you do get the clock stops on every first down in high school. So that'll be big in the 4th quarter and also at the end of the 2nd quarter. And we have a real close ball game.
The handoff, number 35, Kingston. He was going left and saw a hole, so he cut back right. Gained him about 5 yards, so nice run.
Yeah, that was a good play tackle by number 51. Made a great tackle on the play. Did well by Mr. Pate Grant. So they're shuffling guys in and out, too, for Headland. So
Yep.
that'll be good.
About 45 seconds left in this first quarter. 39 seconds left in this first quarter. Got two wideouts to the far side. Trying to jump them off sides again. Did he get him? Got him again. That hard slap, you know, Coach Melton's just going to blow up in the locker room.
Yeah,
because that's just a mental error. That's just a mental error. You watch the ball. I know they practice it, but you can guarantee they're going to get an earful.
Yeah.
Have 33 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yeah, he's trying to keep the defensive linemen on their toes, not letting them pin their ears back, because they are having a little bit of an issue with Headland's D-line.
Yes, they are. So that's going to be first and goal from about the 9-yard line. Almost into the end zone. We got probably a half a yard left for a touchdown. He was following his block. He was doing a good job, kind of cut back, but they stopped him. But tell you what, this second and goal from about the 1-yard line.
Yeah, Luke Nelson, who plays quarterback for at times for Headland, actually made the tackle on the quarterback, Mr. Michael Moore, for Geneva, which brings us up to the end of the first quarter right now. So I think both coaches will be happy with where they're at. So we'll be back here in a minute. Scores 14-7, Headland.
Farmers. They've influenced life in the Wiregrass for generations and play an important role in our local economy. We feel the pride this community has in its agricultural heritage. Watch as we celebrate farmers in our News 4 series, Proud to be a Farmer, on the third Monday of every month during News 4 This Morning and on demand at WTVY.com and the WTVY News 4 app for your favorite mobile or streaming device. News 4's Proud to be a Farmer series is sponsored by Alabama Ag Credit.
We want to make it clear
what comes first here.
At Southeast Health, we're improving quality
and keeping our patients safer.
with best practices and improved processes.
We're delivering safer care
and more satisfied patients.
as a result. Our hospital earned an A for patient safety from Leapfrog.
An elite designation recognizing our high standards.
We made the commitment.
We earned the grade.
We did it for you.
Southeast, always the right direction.
Biblically based preaching, dynamic music, ministry to the entire family. Find it all at Ridgecrest Baptist Church in Dothan. Worship with us Sunday mornings at 8:15 or 10:50. And check us out at rbcdothan.org.
Friday Night Football's live game of the week is sponsored by Terry McBride with Country Financial.
Hey, welcome back. We want to thank Country Financial, one of our sponsors. Appreciate it. I am Philip Gilly along with Mark Kinney. We are in Geneva and look like waiting on the Headland Rams to see if they can score a touchdown, and they have. So at the start of the second quarter, 11:56 left in the second quarter, Headland Rams is looking offensively strong.
Yeah,
Mark Kinney.
and it's two different offenses. You have Headland, who strikes quick with the ball, but then Geneva just pounds you and pounds you and pounds you. So,
so it's going to 14-13 right now. We're going to do this call Bob PAT, and it's going to be good.
Yep.
So, Geneva Panthers, like you said, just pounding, and we have a tie score, ladies and gentlemen, here at Panther Stadium, 14-14. You know, we started before the game. We said, you know, just talking with the coaches and seeing the talent that they had and what they said, it's going to be a good game. And that was a big lift for Geneva right there.
Right. It was just pretty much ran right at them. And, you know, if it wasn't Kingston, it was Michael. Back and forth. Nothing really fancy. Just line up, hit your gap, and go with it. They had one big play on third down that he ran off and scrambled on a pass, but besides that, just about every other play was right up the gut. or off the tackles. So he did a good job of pounding the ball and trying to run that clock, because I have a feeling he does not want Luke Nelson and Jackson with the ball in his hands.
No, he don't want to get into a scoring war, I don't think, not with Headland where they move the ball. But you're right, and them taking time off the clock and grinding is going to be very beneficial for them. Yes. That was number 18, Brody Bryan, with a short kick. So the Headland Rams going to take it at their own. So it's about 38-yard line. So he just caught it and took a knee. I'm sure, again, the coaches told him after that first fumble, you catch it up there close, you go down. And it
looks like Geneva doesn't really want to take the chance of kicking it deep and try to tackle one of the fast guys.
Yeah.
So keep it close and keep in front of you and hopefully.
Trying to track down Jackson Williams is a tall order right there. So speaking of Jackson Williams, he is at the quarterback. Got a couple pulling guards here. Nice play right there, coming in from the weak side, number 25.
Yeah, that's Ashton Pollard did a great job of crashing down from the end and coming from behind. The line on the left side held Luke up enough time for Ashton to come around the backside, made a good tackle for no gain.
Yeah, they pulled some O-line to try to get some blocking out front, and I think he shot the gap where those offensive lineman was and was able to corral him from behind. So that's going to be 2nd down and 10. Got 11-14, just started the second quarter. Going to have a strong, man, they got some strong players. Both teams got strong players. So that's going to be a 1st down after a long run and dragging, 25, 19.
Yeah, number 2, Luke. Again, he may come off as a quarterback, but he's more of a running back / hybrid. I wouldn't be surprised to see him play middle linebacker the way he plays.
Yeah. So that makes the Headland Rams with the 1st and 10. They are at midfield, just 1 yard inside their own territory. Man, that speed right there. Look at Jackson Williams. Got a flag on the play, though.
Normally that's from the back judge, not necessarily the back judge, but it's like normally holding for that position.
That's exactly what it is, Mr. Kinney. Was holding, and that's going to negate a big run right there. So, it was a fake handoff, and then a quick dive left, and there was a big hole there. But, that may have been why there was a big hole. Somebody had some jersey.
Yeah. They call that the read option, where the quarterback's actually reading the defensive end.
Whether
if he stays, then the quarterback keeps it. If he runs towards the running back, then the quarterback keeps it. So he's pretty much reading that defensive end of that play. And I tell you what, you give Jackson a hole, don't take him long to get through it.
So that's going to make it 1st and about 20 for the Headland Rams. They're all the way back to their own 40-yard line. And I don't think Headland has threw the ball yet, have they?
I don't think they have.
So we had a swap at quarterback. Number 2, Luke Nelson is back in the quarterback. He's going to take an end around. That was given to number 13. And he making one guy miss, 2 guys miss. That's Tylen Williams. So he's going to almost get it back to the original line of scrimmage, about a yard short. So he's a good-looking guy running too, though. He made 2 or 3 guys that should have had him back 5 yards miss.
Looked like Geneva was doing what Headland was doing on their last series, and they were bringing all the defenders up into the box, so then they caught the wide receiver in motion and tried to catch that edge quick and ended up getting about 7 or 8 yards on it. Nice play.
So again, we are tied 14-14 with 9 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second quarter before the half. Got 2 receivers on the far side. It's going to be a give off to Jackson. He's going to try to beat the corner, but no, nice play. He stayed at home like you're supposed to.
Yeah, great play by Trent Mitchum there, number 16. One-on-one in the open field and brought down Jackson. That was very impressive. by far. And the replay there, you see Trent, his job is to make sure that he keeps him inside and don't let him get that outside, and he didn't. He made a nice tackle. May have got 1 yard, if that, but brings up down 3rd and 10 with 8:50 left in the second quarter.
So the Headland Rams are at midfield. So you think this is going to be 4 down for them? Tied ball game?
Could be. We may see what they got in the punters. Looks like we're about to have another timeout, looks like.
Yep, the Headland Rams going to take a timeout and talk about it with 3rd and 10 to go. So they're going to dial up. So we're going to take a quick commercial, and we'll be back with y'all in just a little bit.
Southeast Health, we're improving quality
and keeping our patients safer.
with best practices and improved processes.
We're delivering safer care.
and more satisfied patients.
As a result, our hospital earned an A for patient safety from Leapfrog.
An elite designation recognizing our high standards.
We made the commitment.
We earned the grade.
We did it for you.
Southeast, always the right direction.
Biblically based preaching, dynamic music, ministry to the entire family. Find it all at Ridgecrest Baptist Church in Dothan. Worship with us Sunday mornings at 8:15 or 10:50. And check us out at rbcdothan.org.
Welcome back to Geneva, Alabama. Thank you for being with us. Got a great ball game going on. It's a tie ball game right now. So if you've been watching, if you just joined us, I'm Philip Gilly with Mark Kinney, my partner in crime, and we're witnessing a really good game. Headland, who was not, last year was struggled at, only winning 6 games. So they have done quite well. Geneva Panthers always seem to have a tough team. They just grow them tough here. But Headland does have the ball. It's 3rd and 10 at midfield. Like we're going to have our first pass. Nice pass. Quick out. So that was I believe it was number 84 with the reception on that. So that was Caleb Dozier, and he's one of Coach Melton's go-tos.
Well, you can see he's a big body, ran out of bounds by Noah Johnson. That was a very nice tight spiral out to the left there. Throws like that makes me wonder why they're not throwing it more. But
they ain't had to.
Yeah. That was
but you're right, though. It's nice to be able to have that weapon. That I'm sure Geneva now, the coach is like, well, we got to watch that. They still up in the box pretty good, though.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, just a good hard runner. Luke is. I mean, Luke Nelson, you hardly ever get him in the backfield. He's just, and once it takes more than one guy usually to bring him down.
And a lot of the coaches talk about good running backs. They're the ones who always fall forward at contact. So they're getting that extra yard every time. And, he got contact about 6 yards. Well, he made another 1 or 2 more to bring up 2nd and 2.
So it is 2nd and 2 from the Geneva Panthers 27-yard line. Headland Rams on the move again with this tie ball game. It's a fake handoff, and Jackson's going to go straight up the middle, and he's going to get the first down.
He kept it himself, went right behind the center to get the first down. And again, he just stuck his nose down and just ran forward to get the first down. He didn't kind of dance with it in the hole and look for a big play. He just got the first down, and that's probably for maturity and playing quarterback. And it's nice to have because you've got 2 quarterbacks there at all times in the backfield.
Exactly right. I mean, he can interchange those at any time, and he has been. So that kind of keeps you on the stuff. You got, like you said, you got Luke with a hard nose. You got Jackson a little bit more finesse. And as we saw a couple plays ago, he's got an arm.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, have I ever seen anything like that?
Luke's going to cut. Nice cut back. Look at that. Just a hard-nosed runner, like we said. I mean, he's going to get, we got another flag on the play.
Got a very late flag on the play.
I know. Was that extra or is that holding? Oh, Coach Melton, I see him over there, and the assistant coach. They're not happy about that call. That was way back from the play.
Yeah, it was a little late, too. He's already tackled. It's 15, 20 yards back. I'm not quite sure on that. Unless he saw something at the very end that he didn't like.
Unless it was really flagrant in the back, somebody just grabbing somebody and throwing them down. So, I don't know, boy. Man, that was a nice run there. by Luke. He was going to get down inside the 10. So now they're back from the Panther 32-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 20 again. See if they come back with the same play. Nope, it's going to be a rollout. It's going to be another pass. Looking downfield. Got a man, big, tall man open. Did he catch it? No.
Dropped it. He right in the hands, though.
That was a nice throw. I thought, he had just enough air up under it. And but Geneva Panthers defender was right there with him, though.
Yeah, they did that. The safety was back, and they had two guys making a play on the ball, and that's where you wanted, but it was still placed very well, and it looked like he hit him right in the hands. Tough break for Headland.
Yeah, and I like the play call, though. With man, try to quick out pass there to number 13 and try to catch him napping on the outside. Get your little speedster out there. That was number 13, Tyler Williams. But again, he tried to run before he caught the ball.
Yeah, did a little bubble screen out number 13, and I think his eyes were up the field and didn't catch it first. He was trying to make a play and just dropped it. So it brings up a very long 3rd and 20. But I imagine we're probably in 4-down territory for them.
I would think so. I don't know, but we got 6:22 left before the half with a tie ball game. That's what I would do. But you know what? I ain't a coach. Jackson, he's scrambling. He's got some open field out there. He's got some green grass. He's made a cutback, another cutback. He's going to score.
Wow.
Mark Kenny, that was a beautiful play. You can't teach speed, and he's got it.
I think if we were playing flag football, he still would have scored. Because I don't think anybody got a hand on him.
They didn't get a hand on him. A couple of cuts he made was, left some guys with some, not broken ankle, but sprained a little bit. So, man, it's a great run. And they, made great decision because the D-line was in him. They was on him.
But outside that left tackle, though, he was gone.
So we're now going to have the call by PAT. So right now we're at 20-14, Headland leading, and looks like they're going to go for 2 again. And that's going to be a PAT 2-point. So actually it's going to be 22-14. Headland Rams with an impressive couple of runs by Jackson and also Luke. And then, even with the penalties, Mark.
Yeah.
So let's watch this replay right here. So watch it. We got penetration here. He's going to cut back. Then nobody touched him. Nobody still touched him. Nobody. No, you're right. Flag football. Who'd have got it? Thank you, Harley Davidson, for that sponsoring the replay. Wow.
I mean, they say all the time there's no substitute for speed, and you can't coach speed.
Cannot coach speed.
So either have it or you don't. And I don't know if Geneva's got a player on the field that can stop him if he gets in the open field, because that's impressive.
That is impressive. Open field, and man, it looked like he had great vision. I mean, he could see, the whole field and where to go and where to cut. So, again.
And he's just in the 11th grade. So I would think that after another year of summer workouts and playing, I imagine he plays basketball too. I can't imagine him not playing basketball with the pedigree from his dad. And all the Williams boys have all played. But he's just a phenomenal athlete, and coaches loving having him and Luke Nelson in the backfield at the same time.
Yeah, I see him going places after he leaves here. So with 6 minutes and 8 seconds left before halftime, Headland Rams, with some nice long runs, have scored and made the score 22-14. Panthers still got time before halftime, so don't count them out.
Yeah, they're looking good. And Headland, they've been preaching all summer, go to work, go to work, go to work. and they're seeing the results from it. And that can't be just building up over there on the sideline. And that's got to have Coach Milton super excited about tonight and his program.
Little low line driving kick. Ooh, a horse collar. So it was taken by number 16.
Number 5.
It was number 5.
Yeah, he lassoed him up, had him around the neck. I thought there for a second they were going to get him for a horse collar.
I did too.
But had a good tackle.
All right, so Geneva will take the ball over on offense. They're at their own 25-yard line with 6 minutes on the dot left before halftime.
Yeah.
So Geneva, I know they want to do some long drives, but they don't have, 6 minutes is fairly long, but you're going to have some good plays here.
This is also the worst field position they've had so far tonight.
Yeah, because they've been on the 35, and, at least. Nice little run there on that quarterback.
Again, hit by number 34. He's Connor Cook. He's the guy that the coach talked about. He is man in charge. He's the captain of the defense, middle linebacker, and he stuck Michael pretty good there after an 8-yard gain.
And he looks like a quintessential linebacker. He's built just like, he's in the position he needs to be in. Going to be a handoff up the middle, and it is stuffed. He may have gotten a yard. He's still pushing, though. Kingston, man, he is tough to bring down.
I think they got enough for a first down on that last effort. Helped them out. Got tackled by a host of Headland Rams.
It is going to be a first down. 5:09 left before half. Panthers on the move. Got trip receivers on the far side. I think that's just a decoy, though.
Yeah.
Going to be a run there. It's going to be a close hit outside on the, I think it was not number 1.
Cole Shaw, one-on-one.
One-on-one.
Going out of bounds there. I thought it may have been close to a late hit.
It was close to a late hit, but I think he hit him right before. But that's going to bring up a second and about 4 yards to go. They're on their own 42-yard line. 4:45 left. Headland Rams up 22-14.
And it looks like Coach Sanders is not changing his game approach. Pretty much the same stuff. You hit Michael or you hit Kingston. I've gotten about 95% of the plays. Looks like we may have a timeout now for Geneva.
Yeah, Geneva, this is an important drive, so they're going to call the timeout and talk it over, see if they can't work up some magic.
Yeah, I think that's their second timeout, if I'm correct. Scoreboard didn't have it up, but 4:45 left. It's a crucial down here because one thing they don't want to do is give the ball back quick to Headland with
no,
some
they
time on
don't.
the clock.
You see how fast they can score. You're exactly right. So they want to milk this thing as far down as they can, if possible. But again, Headland has got some offensive power over there with Jackson and his speed, and also able to throw the ball like he is. They can score really quickly.
They did a good job, and you can tell they're disciplined. Hadn't had too many flags.
Had 3 or 4 flags. I mean, Headland's had a couple of holding calls in the backfield, so that's moved them back. But they've also had big plays after the penalties. They got them by either a first down or close enough to the first down.
Yeah, they didn't really hurt them, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I don't know if Geneva's even had a flag. They had one. But yeah, real clean game. So both squads are very well coached.
And you got to attest to the coaches as well because emotions are high. They've been looking this date on the calendar for 3 or 4 months since they started back in May and June in summer workouts. So they've got to be excited to control your emotions during this time. When you get started, that's impressive from the coach's standpoint.
Got a different quarterback, and he's going to throw. He's got, the receiver lost the ball.
Yeah, he never saw it.
Never saw it. So that was, Michael Moore with the throw. And, I mean, it looked like a nice pass. I mean, I think the receiver could have worked his way towards the ball if he just seen it.
I think Noah Johnson, number 2, just may have got it caught in the lights, or I'm not sure what happened. But he definitely didn't see it because it landed about 5 yards behind him.
Yeah. So it's 3rd down and about 4:38 left before the half. That was the Panthers' 2nd long throw. The first one was an interception. Got some good blocking out front by number 58. Nice spin move. Going to get the 1st down at about 8 yards more.
And I thought they may be second-guessing themselves on the throw instead of giving them 2 chances to get a 1st down, but it worked out. Helped them out. Number 35, Kingston, again, strong, hard run off the right edge. Fought through about 2 or 3 guys to get the additional yards for the 1st down before 17 and the clock is running.
Got a little substitution going on the Headland Rams. Get some fresh legs in there. Got Trips, man in motion. Going to give it to the end around. He may have got a yard.
Again, tackled by Connor Cook, number 34. He held his ground and filled the gap and made the play for only allowed 1 yard on the play. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that was number 22, Rhett Shiver, with the carry. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left for the halftime. Geneva Panthers looking to score before headed to the locker room. Got doubles on far side and near side. Going to hand it off up the middle.
Somebody lost a helmet.
So that's not going to be a 1st down. It's going to be 3rd and about a yard, about 2 yards.
Tackle made by Luke Nelson, who's come in to play safety for Headland, which brings up about 3rd and 2.
Geneva getting on down into Headland territory. That the Headland 38, 2:44 and counting on the clock. So this is going to be stopped. Don't think he got the 1st down, but he did stop the clock going out of bounds.
Looks like Geneva lost a helmet, number 58. So big key 4th down run with the timeout right now by Geneva, but they're not going to have one of their linemen in on this play. I wonder if that will have a factor in whether they go for it here or not. Because, again, we talked – correct, we had a timeout by Geneva. And
yes, number 58, Landon Elmore, that lost a helmet. And he, yeah, you're right. That may make a difference. We need to talk to the equipment guy. There's a couple of helmets come off.
Now, I don't know if you take a timeout, you're allowed to come back in. I'm not sure how that works. In college, you cannot.
You cannot.
You have to sit out and play regardless.
I think you do in high school as well, but I'm not 100% sure on it. We'll find out here in a minute because he's right there.
Doesn't look like it. Because he's nowhere near the huddle. It's a big play in the ball game right here with 2:34 left. If they don't get it, Headland's going to have plenty of time for that offense to score. And only pretty much have to use almost about half of the field.
Yeah, oh yeah, I agree 100%. So yeah, if they can stop them on downs here and get the ball at their own 39-yard line, he's lots of time left.
It looks like the white cap referee tonight's Jackie Battles from Dothan. Him and his crew.
Yeah, I think it is. Yep, I seen him earlier. All right. Got big number 35 in the backfield. I bet he gets the ball.
Coaches see something they don't like. I look like they're about to change the play.
Got 6 seconds on the play clock. Yep, ball's handed off to Kingston Talbert. And he's going to get the 1st down, and he's going to carry more players. He meant he was going to get that 1st down right there now. You've seen that. He was not going to be denied.
Yeah, I don't think they were waiting for that. Nobody was really wanting to get in there and grab that. He runs violent.
Yes, he does.
When he runs.
Is.
It's like
yes.
knees, elbows, everything's up and going. So not having number 58 in didn't really hurt him, which that's a plus. But it's 2:18 with the clock running now, almost under 2 minutes. And they have the ball on the 25.
25-yard to Headland. Going to be another handoff to Kings. He's following his blocker. That is number 58 that just got back in the game. Nice downfield block. That's going to give them another first down, I believe.
You are correct.
So that's number 58, Landon Elmore, that was blocking way downfield for Kingston.
And the clock will stop periodically just till they can set the chains, and then the clock will start back. So it's under 2 minutes now from, looks like, 1st and 10 from the 15.
Yeah, the Panthers knocking on the door. And I would assume if they do score here, they go for 2.
I don't know. They had a field goal kicker, but I'm with you. I think I'd rather have Kingston and Michael Moore have the ball.
I agree. Got a whistle on the play. Somebody jump.
Looks like the side judge had offsides on Headland. That's what it looks like.
Oh, he's got to figure out which way to go. He got it now. he must be from Headland. So it was offsides on Headland, so there'd be a 5-yard penalty. So that's going to give them first down at the 10-yard line. They can't get a first down at the 5-yard line as well. 1 minute and 30 seconds left before half.
I think they're actually trying to put more time back on the clock. Is what they're communicating with the tower right now. Is what it looks like. Because I want to say it was like 1:45 or maybe 1:43 was on the clock.
I think you're right, yeah. And then they just kind of let it run after the whistle, when the whistle was blown.
Oh, give him 5 more seconds. 1:35.
All right, the Panthers breaking huddle, hoping to score here for halftime. That offensive line continues to doing a good job on both sides of the ball. Got to pull it. Number 58's pulling again. He's leading the block out there with number 2, and that's going to be a touchdown. Geneva Panthers. Number 35, Kingston Tolbert, with some excellent blocking out there. He was hardly touched either, Mark.
Yeah, he didn't have to run violent on that play.
No.
He had good blockers out in front. The wide receivers did a great job peeling him off. It's about a 15-yard run, which sets up, looks like a 2-point conversion. Michael Moore's still staying in the ball game. So I would expect that. But again, we got 1:24 left.
That's true.
That's plenty of time for Jackson.
Yep, you're absolutely right. So Geneva is going to go for 2 with the call by PAT. Offensive set. Kingston Tolbert in the backfield. Got a whistle.
Offsides.
Somebody move.
Looks like somebody's trying to shoot the gap on Headland. Yeah, they caught him.
Yep, that's going to make it a little bit easier, a little bit closer.
Maybe some guy.
Coach Melton's he's going to talk to this player. They've had 2 jumps offsides, 4 jumps offsides this half.
Yeah. And some of them were just by the quarterback slapping his hands.
Yep, a hard slap. Used to be a hard count. I guess a hard slap now.
I guess they may have a disagreement on who did what, because it looks like they're having a meeting on the 5-yard line. Now he's going to come out, looks like, going to probably ask the Geneva coach, do they want to move it forward or keep it? Oh, no. I'm sorry. They changed that. Now it said it was actually on Geneva.
So it's on the Panthers. Well, goodness. All right, so that's going to be give them. Yeah, so they're going to be on about the 7-yard line, 8-yard line now, going for that point after call by PAT, point after touchdown.
Looks like they brought the wide receivers in. They had more of a for a spread concept on this play. It looks like that's what they're going to try to spread out the defense.
Yeah, he's going to roll out to the left. He's going to throw. Nice play. That had no chance really because there was white jerseys everywhere.
And they get good pressure on Michael. He was also rolling to his left, and a nice play by number 34, Tucker Boswell, and pressured Michael on that 2P.
Yep, so okay, at 1:24 left, we watch this replay. So let's see the blocking out there, number 58, who is that? I can't see that number. Number 2. You know, that's excellent. That's Noah Johnson. So when you got them 2 big guys to follow, it makes it a little bit easier.
That's exactly right.
So we do have 1:24 left before the half, so there is some time, as Mark said, for this explosive Headland Ram offense. And they are leading by 2 points, 22-20.
You know, if you go to Geneva now, what do? Do you go to prevent? Because if you go to prevent, you're not going to put any pressure on him. Gives him more time to scramble and make plays. Or do you send folks after him to try to make him make a play? And if you don't, then you don't have him in the secondary.
I think I'd start off with a little bit of prevent, just on there. So, you know, he's just so good, you know, at getting out of trouble. And he has been for the first half. I mean, you know, it seems like he relishes that, you know, that pressure and making things happen and being creative with his running. So there's another little pooch kick. Going to be picked up by the Headland Rams. That's number 8, I believe it was. Ashton Graham.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so 1:17 left before the half. The Headland Rams will take over at their own, let's say 37-yard line. So we got time. How many timeouts do they have left? Do you know? Do you remember?
I think they've got 2.
You got the 2?
1 or 2.
So we'll see what kind of offense they can generate. So again, if they can go into the locker room with a little bit more pad on their lead, I know Coach Melton will feel a lot better. Jackson Williams going to roll out, going little quick pass out to number 13. That was Tylen Williams.
But they got to hurry up because you've got to either get out of bounds or get a first down to stop the clock.
Yeah, I think that play was designed for him to go out of bounds, but it was a little low, so he just went down on a knee. But 1:02 and counting. Now we're at less than a minute. Headland taking a little bit too much time getting set. It's a little bobble.
He stopped the clock. I don't understand why you do that. You wait 20 seconds. Spike, you should go right up to the line of scrimmage to do that. They wasted about 10, 15 seconds on that.
I know, just getting set. I should just bring everybody up to the line and just grab it and spike it. So it gives us 51 seconds left before the half.
And, of course, this is their first game of the season, so there are going to be some things to iron out and improve on, and that's probably one they will work on this week coming up on practice. Is a 2-minute drill.
So we've got trip receivers on the far side. Going to have a single on the near side. Oh, no. Then we also got Luke Nelson. So we got quads. That's a different look. It's going to be a quick throw. It's going to be a double. Nope. Got blockers out in front. Oh, it's going to be a fumble. The ball come out. A helmet hit him right in the gut.
Looks like Headland head on to it because Geneva's not jumping up and down, so I'm assuming Headland got the ball, but it will be a first down to stop the clock with 40 seconds left to go.
So that was number 13, Tylen Williams with the catch, and then a Geneva Panther stuck his helmet right straight on the ball. It popped straight up in the air like a piece of popcorn.
Yep. Looks like we have a flag on the play as well. I wonder if they had enough men on the line of scrimmage with those quads to the left. They may not have enough men.
Illegal formation.
Illegal formation. We're about to find out. Because the players look like they had kind of a hard time figuring out what to do. Or maybe something after the penalty. Or looks like he's going to go off against Geneva.
Okay. Dead ball, personal foul. All right, let's watch this instant replay here. There's a quick throw out. You got blockers in front. And then let's see who it is that puts the helmet. Bang, right there on it. That was number 2, Noah Johnson. So, I mean, he puts the helmet right there where it needed to be. The ball popped out. Don't know exactly who had the extracurricular activity. But that puts them even closer to a TD. That's first down. They are in Panther territory. There's number 3 scrambling again. Jackson Williams gonna get out of bounds, stop the clock with 24 seconds left.
Again, he reminds me of Russell Wilson.
You know what he does.
He really does.
Yeah.
I mean, the way he composed, he stays back, he tries to find it, and then he just takes off, and then he just nonchalantly goes out of bounds like it's no big deal, and he stops the clock. It's all right, let's go to the next play.
Exactly right. Very, very polished player. So that's going to give him first down at about the 15-yard line with 22 seconds left. So Headland look at the score before they get into the locker room. They got double receivers on each side. He's going to look for a rollout. He's going to throw the ball, and it is caught. Nope, I'm sorry, it was not caught. So that's going to be an incomplete pass, which does stop the clock with 14 seconds left.
Looks like we got a player down.
Got a lot of player down. He was diving for the ball, and like he might have rolled an ankle. Oh, he's getting up. He's good.
He might have landed on the ball.
Yeah.
Try to catch it and got him.
Knocked the breath out of him a little bit. That was number 4, Cornelius Arnold, getting up a little shaking. So, again, 14 seconds left. Got a spread out offense here. Jackson Williams rolling to his right, looking to throw. He's going to just have to tuck it and run. He had an open receiver in the end zone.
Yeah, he looked like he had number 84 wide open. He just didn't really trust himself and held on to the ball. We have a timeout, though, with 3 seconds left. We're going to find out real quick where they got a field goal kicker, though.
Yeah, we do. Yep. Or they're going to go for it. So it is 3rd and goal to go on the 9-yard line. 3 seconds. We'll see if they try to score another touchdown or if we do have a field goal kicker, try for a 3-point conversion. That's Headland Rams called that timeout.
And see, that's, I think, another part of growing process being Jackson's, being 11th grade. That's a play where you just throw the ball away. Don't try to make something, don't get tackled where you got to use a timeout. Save that timeout. You could have easily got 2 more plays off. Now you can get only 1 play off. But again, that's just part of the learning curve at quarterback.
Yeah, and it's hard for him with his nature, with his running ability to do that. But again, that takes a lot of discipline in there because you know he knows he's got the legs, you know, and the possibility of he could score at any moment. So, but you're right. I think the smart play would have been to throw it away and stop that clock.
I was talking to an official yesterday, and they have changed the high school no intentional grounding rule. Now it's the same as is in college. Is you can throw it past the line of scrimmage. If you're outside of the pocket of the tackles, you can throw it away, and it's not a penalty. Before that, it was a penalty regardless.
Right.
Like you saw it on TV, it was a penalty. But now they've changed that this year to look like the college game.
All right, look like we're not going to have a field goal kicker. We're going to go for it. 3 seconds. This will be the last play before the half.
I think Coach Sanders let them line up and kind of see what they're thinking.
They
and
did. So Geneva's going to take a timeout and try to counteract whatever Headland was trying to do. So, hey, you can't take that timeout with you the second half. Might well use it.
That's exactly right. And I'm wondering if they're trying to draw all the defenders over to the left side, because you got to understand the ball's on the far left hash. And if you bring those 3 receivers over there on that side, you're giving all this space on the right side for Jackson to make with his legs.
Yeah, yeah.
Or throw the ball. That's a lot of space to guard out here for them. But I would imagine here in this case, you're going to see Geneva go to more of a zone defense and try not to throw the man and try to cover the whole field, because I've got a feeling he's going to roll out to the right and try to make a play in the open field over here with his legs, or, you know, hopefully the coach tells him to trust his arm if he sees it, get it in.
I think it'd definitely be a play action pass, it's kind of a deal. So give him the option, roll out to the right to the wide side of the field, probably drag those 3 receivers across through the end zone. We'll see. Again, 3 seconds. This will be the last play. Headland is winning by 2 points, 22-20. We are in Geneva, Alabama at Panther Stadium. There's a rollout to the right. There's a drag across the middle. And there's the man, but he ain't going to see him, but he's going to try, and he is going to get the touchdown.
Yes.
Hard hit at the goal line. That's exactly what we thought would happen. So good call by you.
I mean, you knew with his athletic ability, and they had 3 guys around him at about the 5-yard line, but they just could not get a hand to bring him down.
Yeah.
He had number 2, Luke Nelson, in the back of the end zone, wide open.
Yes, he did.
But he decided to keep it himself, and, hey, again, they had 1:20 left, drove the field.
Yeah, that's what we said. Yeah, they got plenty of time for them. I mean, you know, they got the athletes to do it. Again, we're with the call by PAT. Headland Rams obviously does not have a kicker that they feel comfortable with, so they're going to run the ball again for a 2-point and made it. So, wow.
Yeah.
Headland is just, I mean, that's night and day from last year to this year. So, let's watch a replay of this rollout. See, they got dragging the receivers across the field on the wide side. There he's got there, but, you know, wow, hard hit right there. But you know what? He's a tough player. Who was that, number 44, with a big hit at the goal line? Trent Spann, but he was not going to be denied. So, all right, we want to thank our sponsors. Appreciate y'all for helping us bring this program to y'all. So, Harley Davidson, appreciate y'all. Clear to close. Thank you very much. Southeast Health, Call Bob, HVAC, and Zach's in Slocum. Thank you for helping us bring high school football into your living room. We'll see y'all in a little while.
Home. It's about making memories.
As we celebrate 45 years.
Connecting.
Hope for better things for those in need.
Feeling plugged in. For more than 7 decades, News 4 has been your hometown news leader.
From the Dothan High School auditorium.
Your connection to what's happening.
You can't get down the street.
And now, when it seems everything around us is changing, we're investing. Throw your hands in the air. So you can count on some things staying the same.
The threat is really with this line.
Like your most trusted source of local news, weather, and information.
This is a matter that really affects everyone.
It's still right here.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Taylor Pollack.
Because whenever you see this logo, you know what it's for. You know it's for you, your neighbors. You know it's for your home. It's News 4. Your hometown news leader.
We want to make it clear
what comes first here.
At Southeast Health, we're improving quality
and keeping our patients safer.
with best practices and improved processes.
We're delivering safer care
and more satisfied patients.
As a result, our hospital earned an A for patient safety from Leapfrog,
an elite designation recognizing our high standards.
We made the commitment.
We earned the grade.
We did it for you.
Southeast, always the right direction.
Better morning start with News 4.
Thank you so much for starting your day with us. I'm Justin McNelly.
And I'm Kinsley Centers. This is News 4 this morning.
Helping you plan your day.
With forewarned weather.
Wake up with us tomorrow morning with everything you need to start your day.
Covering the wiregrass all morning long. Even some fun along the way.
Get up to speed. News 4, your hometown news leader all morning long. Start your day with Kinsley, Justin, and Amber on News 4 this morning. There's never been a better time to explore your career options, and you can start at WTVY.com/nowhiring. We want to connect employers across the Wiregrass with people just like you, who have the passion and drive to do more than just earn a living, but make an impact. So whether you're thinking blue collar, white collar, indoor, outdoor, office, or remote, start exploring the openings local businesses have right here. Visit WTVY.com/nowhiring. Sponsored by Wayne Farms.
Biblically based preaching, dynamic music, ministry to the entire family. Find it all at Ridgecrest Baptist Church in Dothan. Worship with us Sunday mornings at 8:15 or 10:50. And check us out at rbcdothan.org.
Home. It's about making memories.
As we celebrate 45 years.
Connecting.
Hope for better things for those in need.
Feeling plugged in. For more than 7 decades, News 4 has been your hometown news leader.
From the Dothan High School auditorium.
Your connection to what's happening.
You can't get down the street.
And now, when it seems everything around us is changing, we're investing. So you can count on some things staying the same.
The threat is really with this line.
Like your most trusted source of local news, weather, and information.
This is a matter that really affects everyone.
It's still right here.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Taylor Pollock.
Because whenever you see this logo, you know what it's for. You know it's for you, your neighbors. You know it's for your home. It's News 4. Your hometown news leader. Friday Night Football's live game of the week is sponsored by Kerry McBride with Country Financial.
Welcome back to Geneva, Alabama. If you've been with us, and what a game we've had, Mr. Mark Kenny. It's 20-30 right now. Been a little bit back and forth. If you've just joined us, again, we are in Geneva. Panther Stadium, watching the contest between the Geneva Panthers and the Headland Rams. Both of them have scored a good bit. The Headland Rams make a little bit more diversity on their offense and stuff. So, and that last score was something else, 1 minute and 28 seconds.
Yeah, you know, if we don't have that, it's a 2-point ball game. Couldn't to start the second half when Geneva gets the ball first. But again, Jackson Williams, what can we say? Can't say enough about him. He plays with his feet and his arm. He had 155 yards in the first half, just rushing, averaging about 15 yards per carry. He threw the ball about 2 or 3 times, made the play, but he did most of his damage with his feet.
That's good. A lot of scrambling he did there. So, of course, on the Geneva side, you know, only 2 players mainly. It was number 35, Kingston Tolbert, and was there, and then quarterback, the number 1 quarterback. You know, I don't know how many yards he had exactly. You probably got it there.
Tolbert's got 105, and looks like the Michael Moore,
Moore's got 79.
Has got about 45 or 46 yards is what he's looking like. But it looks like Geneva now will be receiving the ball here to start off the second half.
And you wonder how we got to 30. If you have joined us, there's been several 2-point conversions on the PAT. All right, the kick taken by number 16, and he returned it to about the 22-yard line. No, I'm sorry, these keep moving up. Yeah, that's about right, about 23-yard line. So their own side of the field.
It's a nice tackle by Skylar Pickrell. Something I forgot to mention in the first half, because I totally forgot about it because I've never heard of it happening before. But Geneva actually has a player on their team, Jaleel Khalid. He's a senior. He's at boot camp right now for the Army.
Oh, that's right. You was telling me about that this week, that he's already signed up and in boot camp, but he's coming back to finish his senior year. So, yeah. But he's got to go through his basic training.
That's right. He'll be finished. Coach Sanders said on Saturday he's really proud of Khalil. And I can imagine that discipline and that effort that he went through boot camp, it will only reinforce what Sanders has right now. But that's an added player that they're going to have be able to use whenever he comes back, because he's one of the leaders on defense.
Oh, absolutely. So we thank him for his commitment to being in the military. But I'm sure, again, Coach Sanders will be more than happy to have him back.
Looks like we had a 5-yard penalty again on Headland, pre-snap penalty, which I don't think the talk at halftime did much.
Apparently it didn't. I thought Coach Melton would have that nipped in the bud, but they're just anxious, I guess. Man, great pursuit there by Headland. So should have been caught in the backfield there by, of course, who else but number 34, Connor Cook. But he slipped away, but he had help from his teammates, so they did bring him down. So it'll be second down in, let's say, 4.5.
It was a good job. 34 definitely gave his defense time to get off their blocks and shed and make the play for no gain.
Nice pursuit on the defense there, just clogging holes. You know, since that first drive, they have made some adjustments. I know Geneva's moved the ball at times, but you know, at times they more bounced it out than inside. I mean, that interior D-line of Headland's done a really good job.
Yeah, number 34 there, he really stuck Kingston in the hole and stood him up and got help from his teammates to hold him to no gain. So it brings up a crucial third down here starting the second half, 3rd and 5.
Looks like he's going to pick up first down. Missed tackle, missed tackle, missed tackle. So had him for a loss for a 4th down, but he shugged that arm tackle and was able to get a first down and get out of bounds, stop the clock. 10:34 left in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that defensive back is supposed to make him turn in, and he juked him and went out to the outside, and because there's no defenders on the outside, and he ended up getting that first down. And coach is probably a little upset with that because they had 2 or 3 guys there to stop him, and the pursuit of the defense really kind of outplayed themselves there.
Nice tackle there. Straight give off to the right side to Kingston Tolbert. Number 44, Chris Woods, was there in the hole and wrapped him around the waist. And they are starting to tackle a little bit lower. I think Coach did probably give him a little, heads up on that you can't tackle that big man up high. He's going to drag you down the field. You better get down around them legs. And
well, that number 34 and 44, the two, looks like the Mike linebackers are really attacking him starting off the second half here. And pretty contained Kingston pretty good because he was normally shedding 1, 2, maybe 3 or 4 tacklers at a time. And first 2 carries he's had here in the second half, they've kind of held him to bay.
So it's a 2nd and 10. The Panthers on their own 36-yard line. We're looking for a pass. There's going to be a flag on there, so got tangled up a little bit. But if number 13, and that is Tyler Williams, had not stuck his hands out, I don't think he'd got that call, but he stuck his hands out.
Yeah, I think they were kind of hand fighting there for a little bit. Number 13 continued to hand fight when the ball was in the air, and that's what got him there at the very end. He was kind of handsy on him when he should have kind of let him go, because the throw I don't think was catchable anyway. But you know, he was just getting on there, which most likely I think will be a 10-yard penalty, which will result in a first down, because in high school it's not spot of the foul like it is in the NFL. It's a 10-yard penalty. So looks like to be a first down for Geneva.
From the line of scrimmage, right? Yep. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, the pass was not catchable, but he didn't know that. You know, so till it was already committed the foul there. Man, that is nice. Waiting your time. I think I see another flag though. You know, they followed him down the line, didn't bite too soon. You know, he did a little stutter step, but defense did a fantastic job of being patient and not trying to overcommit.
And on top of that, Geneva's got called for holding, which, you know, when you got Kingston, you want him to run east and west. He's not going to do as much damage as north and south. And so far here in the second half, they've all been going east and west. Looks like we got a player from Geneva down. I can't really tell.
Probably got a cramp.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of this in the second half. It's the first part of the season. last night I was at Northside, and it was just seemed like if it wasn't every play, it was every other play that somebody on either team was going down with a cramp. Looks like number 3 here is the one that went down, and he's still cramping up a little bit. That's what it looks like. So hopefully they can get some mustard in him and get that Tayshawn McReynolds, and he's one of their better defenders. So they're going to need him in the second half.
They are going to need, you know, and when you get into that second half, after you played that first half so hard and stuff, and you lose those fluids and all that stuff, you're right. I mean, you know, I expect to see several of them cramping up.
You know, coaches preach that in the summer workouts. You're really working out for the second half, not really the first half. It's that second half that you've got to get your body ready for. A lot of guys take it serious, and they have problems the first couple weeks. Other guys take it serious, and sometimes they still have problems.
Yeah.
But it's in the South Alabama heat, it can take a toll on you.
So it's 9:28 left in the third quarter. The Panthers with the ball, but they've been backed up because of a penalty. They're first and 20. Good pursuit from the weak side over there, number 57. I mean, he come from the far side and just tracked him down, and did a great job. And there we go again. We got another timeout.
That was tackled by Braden Grammer, number 57. Like he said, great pursuit from behind. Hopefully he's okay. It looks like to be number 58. I think the offensive lineman, he might have got rolled up there at the end by number 57, who's pursuing him. He's taking his helmet off, so that's normally not a good sign.
Yeah, that's Landon Elmore. And like I say, he's been that pulling guard on several plays and leading the blocking for Kingston Tolbert. So that would be a big blow. I see a bunch of the Headland Rams, several of them players stretching out, trying to keep that muscle from cramping up. That hurts.
Yeah.
Man, it hurts.
I think this may be a little more serious than a cramp because he's not really stretching him out. I think he actually got the back of his legs rolled up on, which you see a lot. In college, you'll see the linemen wear knee braces on both knees, and it's not because they have knee problems. It's because to prevent injuries of being rolled up on. And in high school, they don't do that. So,
oh, is that Kingston Tolbert? Okay, that's Kingston. That is bad there. Yeah, that's number 35. Yep.
Yeah, that's a big blow.
That is huge if he's got to stay out.
Yeah, he's not putting any
he's
pressure.
hopping. Well, Coach Sanders is going to have to make some serious adjustments if he's not be able to come back to the game, and I don't see that happening. Not hopping like that, so we hate that for him. A fine player and a hard player. He gives 110% on every play. You can just see it, and he is going to be devastated not to be able to play the rest of this game.
He looks like he hopefully just rolled that foot up and maybe got a high ankle sprain. The best, hopefully it's not an ACL or anything of that such. But they're bringing him over here. They're going to look at him, and maybe they can tape it up and get back. But because they need him, Kingston, big time in the second half.
All right, here we go. After the injury timeout, we got a reset. We got a rollout. We're going to pass. He's going to scramble. Well, he picked up, about 4 yards or so. It was a rollout pass. Didn't see anybody downfield that was open, so he scrambled and picked him up about 4 yards to be second and 14.
Nice tackle by Kendall Corbett there. Puts a lot of pressure on Michael Moore, the quarterback now, with Kingston Tolbert out of the ball game. He's going to have somebody else on the field step up because Michael Moore's not going to be able to do it by himself. Number 2, he's going to have to show out, make some plays. Mr. Noah Johnson, he's going to need to come out and make some good plays here. Shivers, he's going to need to make a play.
So like we got number 3, Tayshawn McReynolds in the backfield. Is that no? I'm sorry, 31. It's number 31. I couldn't see the other part of the number. That is who? J.J. King in the backfield with for the Panthers.
Yeah, he's just a 9th grader. So, welcome to varsity high school football in the first week.
Yes. my goodness.
You know, he wanted to play, but he kind of wanted to get a breather from Kingston too every now and then.
Yes.
And just learn the game, because you got to understand he was probably in junior high ball last year, and now he's Friday night in front of the whole town, filling some big shoes from Kingston, and hopefully JJ rises to the occasion.
Let's hope so. That's a great opportunity, one way or the other. So, yeah, Kingston's sitting on the cooler down there. He's in pain. He's just rocking.
The one thing Coach Sanders talked to me about was his starting 11. He was super confident in. Behind those 11, got some younger guys that just hadn't been on the field yet. He doesn't know exactly what he's got. Hopefully this is a situation that you're going to have with JJ, that he's going to step up and prove to be that person that he's been needing, and hopefully be there for the team, because they're going to definitely need him the rest of this game for sure.
Going with a whole different look here, empty backfield. It's not a bad pass there. It definitely hit him in the hands, and there's an opportunity for it to be caught. But a better looking passes than the other ones that we've seen from the Panthers. So that was a good opportunity, but that does bring up 4th and 14. So I don't think I go for it there, Mr. Kenny.
Doesn't look like it. And number 60, Wyatt Woodham, did a great job of pushing that center back into Michael's feet, which I think really affected his throw downfield. But number 60 did a great job of pushing right up the middle, because it looked like Headland had gone back to kind of like a zone prevent for the long pass play.
Looks like Michael Moore's going to do the honors on our first punt of the night.
Jackson's back, along with Stevie Williams. So we got the Williams and Williams on the backside.
Not a bad punt at all there, Mr. Moore. So it's going to go down inside of the 5-yard line. It's going to be picked up by Jackson, so he's going to give it a shot. Makes one miss. So look like he's going to be out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. 7:30 left in the third quarter. Headland Rams is up by 10, 20-30 against the Panthers, and Headland will have the ball back.
That's about a 51-yard kick from Mr. Moore. Well placed towards the corner. Jackson did a good job of just getting some yardage out of that, so they wouldn't be pinned in the end zone. They'll be starting out on their 12 to start their first drive of the game.
We get some medical attention on Kingston Tolbert on the sideline, trying to work that ankle and see exactly if there's a possibility of him getting back this ball game.
Looks like he does have that ankle wrap, so.
Yeah, they got a hold of him and trying to see if he can put some pressure on that foot, some weight on it, but I'm very skeptical he's going to be able to come back in the game. It's a handoff to number 8. That's Aston Graham. And he's hit hard and brought down by number 16.
Yeah, Trent Mitchum, he's done that 2 or 3 times. He stopped him on that corner, and he has done a great job on not letting him get that outside edge.
Watch this replay. You got a handoff here. He cuts it out and jumps it out to the outside, but number 16 stays with him, wraps him up. So, but he did get a gain of about 4 yards. Nice open field tackle there. Who's that? That was number 2.
Yeah, that's Noah Johnson again. He's made some good plays. This brings up 3rd and long. This is huge for Geneva right here, because they'll have good field position.
Yeah, we don't know what kind of punter the Headland Rams have got, because they haven't punted yet. So you're right, this could be really good field position. And with one of their main players out, he is walking down the sideline a little bit, though, and not limping, so that's a good sign.
Look, we have Jackson back in at quarterback.
Man, that's a good-looking play. Play action. He faked we got a flag down. Faked the handoff and caught the number 13 dragging through the middle. That was Tylen Williams. He made a couple miss and would be the first down, but let's see what the old stripes say.
That's an odd throw from the umpire where he threw that at, unless it was offensive interference, is all I could think of. Illegal man downfield.
Yeah, an eligible receiver downfield. So, and that was a quick play. It's hard to believe that somebody got downfield that quick.
Yeah, that's supposed to be. I thought you got 3 or 4 yards, and
I did too. So, but anyway, that's going to push them back. So what would have been a first down is now going to be a third down, and what we're looking at, 14.
Looks like we got a timeout.
Let's say
for the officials.
Official timeout. So that may be that
heat timeout.
Heat timeout you was talking about in the first half. So with 5:49, thank you for being with us, and come back. We're gonna finish this game out. Take a quick commercial break.
The Cochran Firm Camera Network. Forewarn Weather's exclusive network of high-definition live cameras look out across the Wiregrass. With camera positions in Enterprise, Ozark, Headland, Hartford, Dothan, and now our newest view coming atop the Cochran Firm's building on Dothan's Ross Clark Circle. It's one more way the most trusted team of meteorologists in the Wiregrass is keeping an eye on the weather, so we can keep our promises of giving you an early and accurate heads up when there are changes on the way. Sponsored by the Cochran Firm.
We want to make it clear
what comes first here.
At Southeast Health, we're improving quality
and keeping our patients safer.
with best practices and improved processes.
We're delivering safer care
and more satisfied patients.
As a result, our hospital earned an A for patient safety from Leapfrog,
An elite designation recognizing our high standards.
We made the commitment.
We earned the grade.
We did it for you.
Southeast, always the right direction.
Welcome back. We're so thrilled that y'all are with us. Yeah, we've been talking about Kingston Tolbert, and he got his ankle rolled up on there, and they've worked on him, and he's on the sideline now. He's been jogging back and forth. He's gotten down in a three-point stance. So, you know, they're hoping and praying that they can get him back in the game because he is a difference maker. That was a big pass there. Wild way to come back on the defense. So that should have been a big play, but he hustled, never gave up on it. That was Noah Johnson.
Yeah, and he threw that about 50 yards. Now, I do think that is Jackson's down on the end there. I think he got hit as he was making the throw. Looks like he seems to be cramping there.
Yeah,
is the problem with him. Now, you know, we go back to Kingston. I honestly don't think, if I was the coach, I'm playing him. Okay, because I don't want to risk something in the first game that means absolutely nothing for the whole year when you got area games coming up. Rest him. You need him for 9 more games. I understand you want to win the opening night. It's in 10 points. You're within the third quarter. Looks like you're about to get the ball back probably at midfield or better. But I think it means the coach, I'm telling him to rest it, stick it up, put it up.
Yeah, that's a great point. This is a non-conference game, so this really don't mean anything. So, you know, so I agree 100%. I mean, you know, like I say, you want to win every game, but you don't want to do that. Here's this replay. Let's watch this hit on the quarterback after he releases the ball. Well, we'll watch Noah Johnson hustle back and break up this play.
It was a good throw. He hit him right in the hands, number 13, Tevin Williams. He's been there all night. He's made 2 or 3 plays. That was a huge drop. Hopefully he's just cramping. But he was not in on the first 2 plays of this drive, which I thought was unusual for having him. But he seems like he's going to be okay. But,
yeah.
You know, that cramping, if you don't get a hold of it, it can be a problem the rest of the night.
Yep. Yeah, to continue to knot up on you. So, yeah. All right, so that's going to be 4th down. I believe we are going to see if the Headland Rams have a punter because, you know, they're not going to go for it at 4th down, 12 yards to go that deep in their territory, I don't think. Now, Coach Melton could fool me, but I don't. Is that number 84? Yep, so that is Caleb Dozier back to do the punting honors. Panther set up at inside the Headland Rams territory for receive this punt. Yeah, I'm finna say, number 16 called a fair catch. You can't run enough to call a fair catch. So he is down there, and the Panthers will take over at the Headland Ram 47-yard line.
I don't think I've ever seen that before. He caught it on the hop, ran 5 steps, and then like waved.
He waved before.
Oh, he did before?
Yeah, he waved before. Then it was funny. He called it to it, started running. He said, "Oh well,
But that should be a flag.
This should be a flag. Yeah, you can't advance.
But it's like he took 5 more steps. Said, "No, I don't want to run it.
Yeah,
I don't think I want to run it."
I think he realized that he did wrong and said, "Okay, no, I waved my hand. I did a fair catch." So. All right, so Geneva Panthers take over at their Headland Ram, like I said, 47-yard line. We got 5 minutes and 31 seconds left in the third quarter. If you just joined us, Headland Rams are winning by 10 points, 20-30. We are in Geneva, Alabama, Panther Stadium. Again, we want to thank all our viewers for being with us. So I believe that was Noah Johnson. Yes, number 2. They're trying him a little bit at running back.
Yeah, you can tell he kind of likes to dance a little bit on the outside, and he's a big frame body. He should lower his shoulder like Luke Nelson does for Headland. He's a big boy.
Yeah.
And, on those defensive backs and safeties, I would think he would be in a win-win situation out there for him.
I agree 100%. And then, when Coach Sanders says his biggest positive is the O-line, we use them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Noah Johnson's a big youngin'.
Connor Cook again in the middle. Picked him up and just about slammed him. He's going to bring up, look about 3rd and 4 maybe. We're looking at another big down. I would think we would see the same thing again for Michael Moore. I think you're going to see a lot of him in the second half with Kingston out. Spread the defense out and try to run between the tackles with Michael. And every so often maybe hit some pop screens or hit some quick slants to work with him.
Yep, I agree. And he was right behind Noah Johnson, blocking right straight up the middle. And I agree 100%. We're probably going to see that probably 80% of the time. There's your north and south running there, Mr. Mark Kenny. Yep, straight up the gut. And tell you what, he's a little bit explosive there. He got through the line quick.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to have him coming at me, big old boy as he is. He looks like he's over 6 feet tall and probably close to 200 pounds. And he showed that aggressive, which coaches probably reminded him, hey, most of these folks ain't going to be able to tackle you, but looks like we may have a flag on the other side of the field.
Yeah, the chains were moving, and they went back to where they originally was. So let's see what we got the call is. You gonna wave it off?
Yeah. Wave the flag off.
Must have fell out of his pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, So anyway, the chains are gonna move back, and that is a first down. So 1st and 10 for the Panthers at the Headland Ram 31-yard line.
I think it was against Geneva because the Headland coach is not happy with the flag being withdrawn.
Yeah, you was talking about that big boy. So number 2 from the Headland Rams, I'm sorry.
There was 3 or 4 players that went with him out of bounds. So number 2, Luke Nelson, the quarterback, came in to make the hit, but stood him up like we got a personal foul. 2 of them, so that would be 30 yards in penalties against Headland. So there may have been some extracurricular activities said on the sidelines, or might have gave a little more extra.
So that's going to move the Panthers deep into Headland Ram territory. So it's going to be another first down at the 17-yard line of Headland Rams. 3:33 left in the third quarter. Panthers on the move, even with one of their star running backs. And there's Noah Johnson straight up the middle with that same play as he gained the big yards in last time, and he's got good speed. Hey, look out.
Yeah, he's a tall boy. Had those knees up going, and nobody didn't really want a piece of him. By the time he got past the linebackers, that was a nice, very physical run from Noah.
Yes, it was, and great blocking by that O-line on the right side, which has been pretty consistent tonight on creating holes. So right now, before the call by PAT, scores 26-30. Looks like Geneva's going to go for a one-pointer. Kick is up, and it is no good. It is wide left. Let's take another look at this touchdown run. Let's see Noah Johnson. He's got really good speed, quickness. I'm going to say slow, bam, hit it, gone. Yeah, that was number 7. He had no chance. Julian Riley had no chance of bringing him down. So once he got that head of steam up, he was TD bound, wasn't he?
Yeah, he looks like a smaller version of Derrick Henry. He looks like he's a head taller than everybody else out there.
Got the coach talking to him, congratulating him. Appreciate you stepping up. All right, with 3:21, the score has gotten a lot closer, 26-30. So this game that we predicted before it started was going to be close, and it surely has turned out to be. We still got a long way to go. But I think the Geneva Panthers feel a lot better about having a new running back back there making some positive plays.
Yeah, I think he found some depth there that Coach Sanders didn't know he had. He might have at the last minute tried him out, or maybe it's something he'd been working on, because we hadn't seen the whole first half. Connor Cook on the kick, just kind of nonchalantly walked out of bounds with it. Made a smart move. They have a good field position again. Looks like it's going to be around the 40-yard line.
Yeah, I just don't believe Geneva wants anything to do with Jackson or any of those guys back there. So, they're just going to take their chances, give them a little bit better field position, and rely on their defense.
It looks like Jackson has come back, so hopefully it was just a cramp that got it situated.
Get him some pickle juice.
Hopefully so. Some mustard bottles.
Mustard bottles. Oh, look at Geneva there. Defense stepping up there. Great push. So into the backfield, and who is it? Number 2?
Again.
He just gonna do everything. So he got over there on the sideline and get him a big old drink of water, and he said, put me in, coach. I'm ready to go, ready to rock.
And you can see he's that strong safety. So as you can tell, they're not respecting the pass at all. He walks up as the play kind of gets closer to hiking, and the next thing you know, he's attacking. And that time caught Jackson in the backfield for a loss of 1.
We got second and about 11. There's a fake handoff, quarterback keeper. It's going to get down to probably about the 43-yard line, a gain of 2 or 3. So we'll bring up 3rd down and a long 7.
Tackle made again by Noah Johnson. So I don't know what they told him at halftime, but it's working. He has come out making plays in the second half, offense and defense. And that's good news for Michael Moore, because he was going to need somebody, and hopefully Noah is that guy. As he walks up to the middle linebacker position.
We got single safety back there. They are looking to throw. We got good pressure. Well, was going to get a first down out of what looked like was going to be nothing. So I'll tell you what, number 51, Peyton Grant, made a fantastic back block to spring the quarterback for that game. So we're going to be first down for the Headland Rams. They are inside Panther territory on the Panthers' 47-yard line.
And you saw Luke there when he came up to Trent Mitchum. he didn't try to juke him. He just lowered his shoulder and said, I'm going to try to go through you. And Trent did a good job hanging on to him. He took more of the blow, but he did stop him. It was a first down.
Wow, Noah Johnson, again, that same what you just talked about, creeped up, shot the gap, and then there was nobody touched him, so.
Yeah, they're not accounting for him. Because, again, he's coming from the free safety spot.
See, watch him, he comes up, he sneaks up, he's on the line, he's like a defensive lineman. I mean, he's sneaking up right on the line. So nobody accounting for him, like I said, nobody in the backfield has touched him.
Yeah, that's kind of put a little bit of life in the crowd here. They like that. You know, I think when number 35, Kingston, went out, there was a little bit of a moan going in the crowd. But Noah took it down the field, scored, and kind of got the life back, and now make a couple of plays on defense. And I think Geneva's feeling like they got a chance, and that's good.
That is good. That's 27 seconds left in this third quarter, so we'll be headed to the fourth quarter. Probably we got a whistle.
I think we got timeout. Yeah.
Yeah, Headland's going to take a timeout and kind of regroup and talk about things, talk about this Noah Johnson situation.
Yeah.
You know, what we're going to do, and the fact that somebody's got to put a helmet on him.
Yeah.
You know, because if not, he's just going to wreak havoc in there. So, you know, and he just moving up the line. He's just going to find the gap, you know. So. All right, we're going to check on some other scores around the area. There's Highland Homes and Providence, 14-6 in the third. Dothan versus Carroll, 24-13 half. Very good. Wicksburg, Houston Academy up 28-0 in the third. Bay at Enterprise winning that contest 28-0 in the third quarter. Sampson at Kinston scoring big, 28-6. Final yesterday, that was Northside Methodist in 42-20 at Houston County. Op Andalusia, 35 Andalusia, Op 7, final yesterday. So we're back in action here. So there was going to be a handoff, and it was bobbled at the handoff. So he was lucky to get that back. It got that lucky bounce back up to him because he was going to try to, you know, grab it and run. So best thing to do is fall on that thing because, you know, with Panthers' momentum right now, you put them in that field position.
Well, they were trying to catch Noah creeping up. At that time, he stayed back. So they were trying to catch him crash in the middle, and they were going to seal the edge and get the left side.
So, well, good deal. We got a timeout, and we're going to take a timeout as well. Be back with us here in just a little bit, and we're going to see this great ball game. Thank you.
Biblically based preaching, dynamic music, ministry to the entire family. Find it all at Ridgecrest Baptist Church in Dothan. Worship with us Sunday mornings at 8:15 or 10:50. And check us out at rbcdothan.org.
Better morning start with News 4.
Thank you so much for starting your day with us. I'm Justin McNelly.
And I'm Kinsley Center. This is News 4 this morning.
Helping you plan your day.
With forewarned weather.
Wake up with us tomorrow morning with everything you need to start your day.
Covering the wiregrass all morning long. Even some fun along the way.
Get up to speed. News 4, your hometown news leader all morning long. Start your day with Kinsley, Justin, and Amber on News 4 this morning. Farmers, they've influenced life in the wiregrass for generations and play an important role in our local economy. We feel the pride this community has in its agricultural heritage. Watch as we celebrate farmers in our News 4 series, Proud to be a Farmer, on the third Monday of every month during News 4 this morning and on demand at WTVY.com and the WTVY News 4 app for your favorite mobile or streaming device. News 4's Proud to be a Farmer series is sponsored by Alabama Ag Credit. Friday Night Football's live game of the week is sponsored by Kerry McBride with Country Financial.
Welcome back. Me and Mark Kinney's holding up our four fingers, fourth quarter. So Headland Rams got the ball, but it's third and a long way, 15 yards. Trying for a long pass, and it was caught by number 4. That is Cornelius Arnold. I think that was mixed up, but there's a yellow hanky I see right out there in the field. So I think it's going to be holding. Yep, on the Headland Rams, and it definitely was. He had him by the shoulder pads. I saw it, and it actually turned him. Coach Melton is not happy about that.
And I think he coach just got a 15-yard penalty for unsportsmanlike as well for coming out on the field. So it's going to be probably 25 yards of penalties. So you're looking at third and extremely long.
So it's third and a lot from 3rd and 15. So, yeah, we'll watch this replay on this because it was, it's a rollout right. Let's see if we can see the holding. Right there it is, right there. Number 51, I believe, is who they got. So, and then he throws the ball up. There was three Headland players, and there was also 3 Panthers players. But number 4 was actually able to track down the ball for that catch. So, but it is coming back. So I guess they need a calculator to kind of figure out how far they got to go back.
I thought for a second they might have got Luke Nelson for a crackback block, but he was the most upset after the play was over with. I don't know if he just heard them talking and got upset.
I think he heard them call it. I think it was number 51. So Pate Gant, I think that, and I don't know exactly how much big of a hold that was. I think he just kind of looked like he flipped him a little bit. So, but it looked like he had his hands outside the shoulder pads. That usually gets you, won't it?
Well, yeah, the coaches always, teach you keep your hands inside near the armpits.
Yep.
Hold them in there if you can. If you get on the shoulders,
Yeah. So they'll take the long march the opposite direction. There's your unsportsmanlike on the coach. So they'll mark it off more from there, right? Yeah.
That's correct. Another 15.
So that's going to be 3rd down and that's like the longest 3rd down I've seen in a while there, Mark Kenny.
I ain't got enough toes for that.
I know.
So I'm gonna let you do that.
You take your shoes off and I'll take mine, and we'll get Jackie take hers off. We'll figure it out. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 7, almost 40 yards.
Yeah.
3rd and 40. I don't say that very much.
I don't know if they got a play in the book for that.
I don't know if you got a 3rd and 40.
If they do, we'll see. Now, at the end of the half, he threw the ball 50 yards.
Yes, he did.
So
You're exactly
he can
right.
throw
He's
that
got
far.
the arm to make it. You're exactly right. They got 11:48 left in the game. Again, 26-30. Headland Rams are winning. They are backed up deep in their territory after a holding call and an unsportsmanlike call. So he's going to heave it. It was broken up. Good play. Number 16. They tried to get every bit of it back with that one, didn't they?
Yeah, that Trent Mitchell, the one who's been holding the edge at the cornerback native light, nice defensive stop there and batted the ball away. I thought for a second they may get a rebound and get a chance for the ball, but great job of number 16. And as he goes back, he'll be receiving the punt.
So what's interesting on the 10th play, see number 16 come in, actually didn't put a hand on it, but got in the way. Yeah, hit him right in the face mask. So, more of a distraction than actually hitting it. But you know what? Whatever it takes.
I think Geneva's got called offsides on that, got a little antsy.
Yeah, I think they're wanting to block that punt. Come on, cheerleaders, help me. Block that punt.
But you would think, they should get good field position out of this. So I would think more than anything, they just want to play it safe here and don't do anything crazy.
Yeah, they held up at the line. Another not a bad punt at all. Headland's going to down the ball at the 21-yard line, the Panther 21-yard line. That's where the Panthers will take over. So their offense, and let's see if Mr. Noah can. We have another. If it's against Headland, I don't know if I can. Coach Melton may need a.
The guy who throws normally doesn't cause the holding. So it may be holding on Geneva would be my guess. And they're probably talking now, do you add it to the end of the kick or do you take it and redo the down.
Redo the down,
is
yeah.
what would be my guess is what they're thinking about.
Is that a sportsmanlike conduct on
Personal foul and sportsmanlike, so they're going to go back another 15 yards from where the ball ended. So things seem to be getting a little chippy out there.
Getting a little bit chippy out there. You know, first game, everybody's wanting to win the game, of course, but we've had more sportsmanlike conduct than we need. So you hate to see that.
Well, they're calling it against Headland. They just showed it was.
But he did point at the. I thought he pointed at the Panthers. They made a.
He did point.
How many yards was that? It's 15 yards, so I guess it was against the Headland. Be 1st and 10 at the Panthers at their own 37-yard line. And look who's back in, number 35. Kingston Tolbert. I bet they tape that ankle up good. He's going to get about a yard. Going to bring up 2nd and 9. Well, maybe 2 yards. 2nd and 8. I think I'd rotate Noah in there still, though. I mean, he did quite well.
I mean, he's limping on it in the huddle. He's showing his tender when he's walking.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't see a lot of tape on that ankle. They're going to try him again, but they stopped up the middle. So that was number 56 in their first, Tate Bell.
Good play by Connor Cook. Again, they're starting to get in that part of the ball game, get chippy, and Headland had to pull one of the defensive linemen out, number 64, who looked like he was in on the play, but he didn't like something that happened in the pile. That was A.J. Hamilton with a nice stop for Headland, brings up 3rd and 11.
We have 10:42 left in the game. Headland is holding on to a slim 4-point lead. Panthers do have the ball back, but it is 3rd and 11. So we do have injured player Kingston Tolbert back in the game. But look who's in the backfield now. That is number 2, Mr. Noah Johnson. Got another penalty. You know, we talked the first half how clean of a game it was. You know, we're not having a whole lot of penalties. It hadn't been that way the second half.
Well, you know, normally when your fatigue sets in, that's one of the first things that goes is your ability to make logical decisions. And it looks like here that they had a false start. So somebody's a little antsy trying to get that first down. Now it brings up 3rd down and 16.
Got a blitz up the middle. Ball did get deflected, so almost got a late hit on that one too.
Yeah, that was a great play by number 84, Caleb Dozier. Again, we called his name time and time again, and he stepped up right there because it was going to be a screen to Noah Johnson, but the tip passed, didn't let it happen now. Thought we're going to have a punt, and look who we got going back, Mr. Jackson Williams and Tevin Williams.
Yeah, also number 5, Kendrell Corbett. He was the one blitzing in there. So this should give Headland some another good field position. Little knuckleball. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Well, it made a little something, but that was risky right there trying to chase down that ball. I think coach will tell him next time just let that thing go. That's number 13, Tylen Williams. Did get a few yards out of it. So Headland will take over on offense at their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, I think you ran 35 yards to get 3.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
And I love the effort, but I think the coach is going to tell him next time, just let it be done and let's get our offense out there, because that's a play you're likely to make a turnover and try and do too much. But fortunately, hit them to the ball and starting their drive here, starting the fourth quarter. Nice play by Devontae Blithers in the backfield, number 6. Met him. About 4-yard loss for Smithers, so that was a great play. And we have a flag on the field.
Got a face mask on the Geneva Panthers, so that's going to help out field position and get them closer to a first down. We'll give them a first down. Nope.
No, it was just a 5-yard penalty.
Okay. Inadvertent.
But I do believe it still should be first down. Yes, it still will be 1st and 8.
.9:21 left.
Noah Johnson starting to kind of creep down again.
Again, number 3, Jackson Williams, making a tough run, getting out to the secondary and dragging Geneva players with him.
That was a good play there. You know, I wonder if he's actually reading Noah Johnson. You know, which side of the field he's on.
You know what he did, because Noah was on this side. He was kept to the right side, and then he took off to the right side. I don't know. It's a strong possibility, though. So, you know, he's smart enough player. He would do that.
I know I'd run away from him.
Yeah, I guess Geneva's just letting Noah just be, you know, like a free agent, free runner out there. You know, whatever you feel is you need to do. You think they're going to go long, you know, stay back. If you want to go, creep up, and they're going to run it, creep up.
Nice 15-yard gain there by Luke Nelson, off right tackle. Looks like Headland has kind of got their rhythm back on offense again. Their offensive line's taking control, getting good holes for the running backs. And that's a good sign for Coach Melton with 8:25 left to go.
Yeah,
with his 1st and 10 from the 32.
Number 65, Dayton Landingham in for the stop for the Panthers. But yeah, I think you're right. I think you had a little hiccup because you know, they changed. They put Noah Johnson there, and he kind of threw him a monkey wrench in the whole situation. But it seemed like they settled down. Good downfield blocking.
About an 8-yard gain there for Jackson. You know, this right here is kind of what you want as well. It's a slow drive. Eat those minutes off. I know Geneva doesn't really score that fast, but they're right now a 4-point ball game. They score a touchdown, it becomes a 2-possession ball game. And that's huge for Geneva because they're not really that fast offense that can strike fast. So eat some clock, get a touchdown here. Coach Melton will like his chances here finishing up this ball game.
Absolutely. They had the ball on the Panthers' 24-yard line. It's nice, coach. That first man hardly ever gets him. So, you know, that's another first down. And just a nice, simple, hey, roll out, find your hole, follow your blocker. I've seen number 34 out there leading the block. That's Connor Cook. So he also, not only can he tackle, he can block too, Mark.
And Rhett Shiver, number 22, he made a nice play there to stop him. Noah was there on the line of scrimmage. He actually made Noah miss, and they picked him up about 7 or 8 yards down the field, but he did get a first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. 6:52 left in the game. Tell you what, that O-line is moving them now. That's a little fatigue set in. I mean, the the Panthers defense has been on the field a long time.
They have, and you know, they're alternating. And it's fun to watch them out there because when they line up, it looks like they say, okay, no, let's switch, no, let's switch. And they switch like 2 or 3 times, Jackson and Luke do, until they decide what they want to do. So I don't know if they're like seeing something in the defense that they need to switch up, or if they're just kind of messing with their minds as well. But they'll switch in the backfield 2 or 3 times before they ever hike the ball.
Second down and about 2 yards. They can't get a first down before the goal line at about the 4-yard line. There's Noah Johnson creeping up in the middle again. So like about a yard or 2 gain.
But it was enough for a first down, though.
Yep, number 56, Jack Simmons on the stop there in the middle.
Looks like we got another heat timeout, the final one, with under 6 minutes. So.
Yes, sir. So next week, Enterprise hosting Auburn. So that's where we're going to be at next week. So that should be another. That's 2 powerhouses right there, Mark Kenny.
Yeah, we're going to see 2 or 3 players combined, I believe. I've been looking in the news that are Division I players. And some have already been committed to Auburn, and there's some others that committed to other Division I schools. I think out of Enterprise, they have a defensive back or defensive lineman that's really highly thought of this year. And I'm excited to see them. And last year, the backup quarterback for Auburn was David Harsin, Brian Harson's son, the head coach at Auburn. So he may be the quarterback this year, which, you know, who knows? His dad was a college quarterback and have that. But Enterprise, I would be shocked if they don't give them a run for their money, because they play hard every time they're on the field, and Enterprise has a good program.
The Enterprise has a great program. They are playing at home, so that's going to be a big advantage for them. So, but Auburn is, you know, they bring a great school system there too. So both of those teams are going to be, number one, well coached. They're going to have great athletes. You can bet that. So it's going to be a great contest as well. So we're up for another good game. So please make your plans, mark your calendar to be with us next Friday for that game.
And I think, if I remember, I think both of those school systems are ranked top 10 in the state. So for academia and sports, so that they're good all the way around. That's what you like to see.
So after that heat timeout, we got 5:57 left in the game. Headland Rams is just imposing their will right now on the Panthers. Again, that big old offensive line seems to be moving holes left and right. So again, fatigue. Mark said it earlier. You know, the Panthers are not deep, so there ain't a whole lot of people on the sideline to switch out and give these guys some rest. So, you know, those players that's going both ways, you know, after this long and this humidity, takes a toll.
And Geneva got called for illegal substitution. So that's got to be extremely frustrating for the coach to come out of her timeout, being the heat timeout, and get called for a 5-yard penalty because you have too many men on the field. So that's something I imagine that'll be addressed this week as well.
It's a strong push. Did he make it? Don't see a signal yet. Nope. I think they marked him a little short, maybe a few inches. There, Mr. Kenny.
Yep.
I've got another injury timeout. So got 2 players. I got a player from each team. Yeah, Headland Ram is getting up.
Like a Geneva player that's down.
Yeah. I don't think that's cramp either.
No, it didn't look like it. He's kind of laying on his stomach, so it's looking like more maybe I get a situation where the leg got rolled up. So hopefully he'll be okay.
Yeah, we're going to take a 30-second break right here, so we'll check with him when you get back. Thank you.
We want to make it clear
what comes first here.
At Southeast Health, we're improving quality
and keeping our patients safer.
with best practices and improved processes.
We're delivering safer care
and more satisfied patients.
As a result, our hospital earned an A for patient safety from Leapfrog,
an elite designation recognizing our high standards.
We made the commitment.
We earned the grade.
We did it for you.
Southeast, always the right direction.
Welcome back. We do have an injury timeout, so we got it just a second. I'd like to thank some of our sponsors, or our sponsors. So Clear to Close, Harley Davidson of Dothan for all your motorcycle needs, Southeast Health, Call Bob HVAC, and Zach's, the place for the great food in Slocum, Alabama. We also want to thank WTVY News 4. And again, we also want to thank our audience, you, for being with us. Appreciate you tuning in with us. And we're again, next Friday, Enterprise Auburn. It's going to be a great game. Just make plans to be there. Kickoff should be somewhere around 7 o'clock.
Hopefully so. The one thing you don't want to see in a high school game is when a coach comes to the stands and either he's getting a doctor or a parent, and he got him out of the stands and he's coming down to check on him. So, yeah, what we're afraid of, I think it's a little more than a cramp, but hopefully it's just something that's not going to take him out for the whole season. So
yeah,
hopefully he'll be fine.
Tell you what, you know, that's a big thank you for, you know, the doctors that come to these ball games, and they do it for free. And also the, you know, the staff, you know, they want to take care of these kids as well.
Yeah, they just asked for their rescue squad to come out, so it probably is a gruesome injury. They're not really holding his head, so I don't think it's the anything to do with the neck or head area, but it may have something to do with his back or his legs that could be causing problems.
So again, we're at 5:27. We have a injury timeout, and we hope and pray that the player is okay. We don't know exactly who it is yet. It wasn't Noah Johnson, was it?
His mama's out there.
The mom on the stands got number 6. That's Devontae Blathers.
Okay.
Devontae Blathers.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Yeah, well, you hate to see this at any time. We got some paramedics coming, and you know, they always have, you know, an ambulance or two here just for safety reasons. So, we're going to take a replay look, and let's see if we can kind of figure out what's going on with this. There's a bunch of players in there. There's the tackle. Looked like he got rolled up on his.
Looked like his left knee.
Yeah.
Whenever he dove and made the tackle, like his left knee spent.
Yep. So it looked like he got his knee caught up under him, probably tore ligaments and ACL, that kind of thing. So I'm with you. They went and holding his head or something. I did see one of the coaches securing his leg. So more than likely it's going to be a bad knee injury.
And I hate that for him because he's a senior this year, and you hate for him to play one game his senior year.
Yes.
And go out. But our prayers and thoughts are with him and his family, and for him himself, because it's going to be a tough road ahead for him.
They are bringing the stretcher out, so of course you don't want to do any more damage than has already been done. So. And, you know, you hate it for the team, too. They don't have a whole lot of depth, as we talked about earlier. So, you know, that's a little demoralizing as well. But all in all, we want the player to be okay. All right, of course, this is the game we're at. Headland 30, Geneva 26, and we do have 5:27 left in this game.
Highland home 21, Providence 6 in the fourth.
Dothan 31, Carroll 19 in the third.
Houston Academy 28 with Cade Mitchell probably going the way against Wicksburg going to the third.
Enterprise 28, Bay 0. That's the game we'll be at next week, so you know they can score some points.
Kinston put it on Sampson. It's the final 28-6 to start out the season right for the Bulldogs. 1-0.
Houston County 20, Northside Methodist 42. That was the game yesterday. That was the game you was at there.
Right. So. Finish up with Andalusia 35, Ops 7. Yeah, that score that you see from the north side was a little deceiving because the actual score at starting the fourth quarter was 16-6. Ends up 42-20.
Wow.
So
that's some big scores late in the game, huh?
Well, people started falling, cramping, and people making plays. So I hate that for Mr. Blithers. Hopefully he's going okay. Thank goodness it's not a neck injury or anything of the head in nature of concussions. We've all heard about the head injuries and a lot of reports you see in the NFL. A knee injury is something he can come back from, and hopefully he'll get bigger and stronger, and he'll work through this.
I'll say after that lengthy timeout, injury timeout, we're going to get ready and get this game started back. Headland does have the ball on the inches line. They're just inches from scoring, and that will put them up by another touchdown. Big stop right there by the Panther D. I mean, they just packed it in there.
Yeah, they did something a little different there. If you'll go back and look and see the replay, number 60, the number Wyatt Woodham, who'd been playing offensive line, he actually lined up at fullback.
Yes.
And did a sneak with Jackson Williams. That was an unusual play to see a lineman line up back in the backfield. I was hoping they were going to give it to him.
I do too.
You know,
yeah, he put him back there for a big block. That's third down, and they actually lost a yard or so. Got a flag thrown out there. Somebody may have moved. I don't know. Noah Johnson was trying to draw him off sides.
It's
I don't
either
know,
that.
You know.
Yeah, some sportsman. I think what happened here is you got the middle linebacker is calling out hikes and trying to get the offensive line to go offside. You cannot yell hike on defense, and I think that's what happened.
Yeah,
there.
I think it was trying to draw him off. Yeah, that's what I saw too. So. And you can't jump at the defense either. You can't, you know. I mean, the offense.
The official right behind the linebackers were talking to them.
Yeah. And there's your touchdown. Headland Rams scores again as number 2, Luke Nelson, kind of danced his way in there. They piled up in the middle right there, so he said, hey, I'll just see what happens and just cut it to the left and find me a little opening, and that's what he did. So that puts him 36-26 before the call by PAT. And they will be going for 2 again. And then I think they've made every 2-point. And he's going to make it again. There's a bad snap, but, you know, he just, again, bounced it outside. So that's going to make 38-26. We're going to have a replay right here of this touchdown. You see he got clogged up in the middle. He just took the outside lane to left, and there wasn't a whole lot of players over there trying to block his way, so everybody was in the middle looking for him to go up, which that's what the play was designed to do. But, you know, smart, good eyes. So, again, Headland looking really good offensively.
And I think that's probably the best thing you could probably thought of or wished for the Headland offense was to run the clock first and foremost and just drain the clock. I know you got down on the 1-yard line, got stopped twice, but that took another 80 seconds off the clock.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, that's what they're playing for now is the clock. And 12 points is huge for Geneva because, again, they haven't been able to strike fast like Headland has. So hopefully they're going to have to pick their pace up. Probably have to go to some no huddle here. And hopefully we can get that going for them.
Yeah, and they're going, you know, unless they get a big play, run play, they're going to have to throw the ball. So that has not been one of their strong suits.
Number 2 back, Noah Johnson, which I think that's the first time he's been there, and he is going to get the ball.
He decided to come out of the end zone with it. And he's not going to make it past the 10-yard line. So good coverage, but it was a great kick. So number 4, Cornelius Arnold, really, well, he kicked it away and he kicked it a long way. So actually drove Noah Johnson back in the end zone. So he decided to try to run it out, which, you know, there's potential there. So, I mean.
I was under the impression if the ball ever goes in the end zone, it's an automatic touchback. And so I think that's what they're talking about right now. The officials are. If so, Geneva will get the ball at the 20-yard line.
So what that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't know if he grabbed it inside, then went into the end zone.
He did. His momentum went in, but it doesn't matter in high school. If that ball ever crosses that line, it's dead.
Automatic.
Yeah, you cannot run a ball back. if it ever gets in the end zone. You know, the famous kick six from the Auburn game where he caught it. You can't do that in high school.
Yes. All right, well, that's good for Geneva. They get it on the 20 instead of the 10. So they will start their offense first down and 10 at the 20-yard line with 4 minutes and 18 seconds left, and they are down by 12. Like Mark said, it's a two-score game now, so they're going to have to score and then score again. There's a pass.
And I think Geneva's going to have to do something they're not comfortable with. So, and again, it's the first game of the year. So you're pretty much running your 2-minute offense at the 4-minute mark, because you cannot run your normal offense because you'll probably score with not much time left, and you won't have the ball to get back to make that second score. So they're going to have to speed it up and get it going. So
yeah, they sent Noah Johnson deep on that route. So, you know, I didn't know if they were looking for that or if he was just a decoy to try to drag some defenders with him. He's got all day. He's going to throw it. Yep. So that's the incomplete pass to Noah Johnson. So I think Noah needs to do a little bit more work trying to get open there. He just kind of stood around.
Yeah, he kind of ran to the right and kind of finished his route and didn't look back and see that his quarterback was in trouble. So then he finally took off, which was a little too late. But again, this is not an offense they normally run. So this is going to be something a little different for them to try to handle at this moment. It's going to be 3rd and long with 10.
Four minutes and 1 second, so they hadn't run a whole lot of time off the clock, but that's because of incomplete passes stops the clock. Nice play right there. So, yeah, the rolling out gave him a little bit more time and gave a chance for his receivers to find a open seam, and number 44 was the recipient.
He's a tight end, senior tight end. That was a nice pickup for them. Moves the chains and keep it going.
And that was a good, strong throw that time by Michael Moore. That looked good.
Luke Nelson, number 2. You know, he's just, as they say, a baller. He just knows what to do. I mean, you'd want him on your team if you're in the backyard. That's all I got to say.
Yeah,
if you're playing backyard ball, he knows what to do.
Yeah, he's kind of got a sixth sense of knowing where to go. He's you know, he can sniff out the ball. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 at 3:33 left in the ball game. The Panthers do have it at their own 33-yard line. Starting to throw the ball a little bit. Like I said, they got to score twice, so they need to score this one in a hurry and then play some defense or either get a turnover. So it looks like the Headland Rams, if they're going to throw, they're going to put a little pressure on them. So they're going to bring some outside pressure and try to you know, disrupt whatever plans they have over there on the offensive side of the ball.
And Michael probably thinks there's 20 guys out there. There's, you know, because they're dropping back about 7 or 8 every time. There's no wide open spots, so the wide receivers are having a hard time. And on top of that, the line is putting pressure on him, so it's a tough spot for Michael right now at quarterback.
Here comes another blitz, and he got him that time in the backfield. So that was number 84.
It's Caleb Dozier, I believe.
Yep, that's Caleb Dozier, and he come from the outside, and he come fast and hard, and he hit Michael Moore pretty hard. So we got another injury timeout.
Yeah, that was a blindside hit. Michael never saw that coming from behind. And I think he landed on the ball, so it kind of knocked the wind out of him.
Yeah.
But it's a great pursuit by number 84 here. You'll see from the top of the screen. And on Michael Moore there, and you know, there's nothing illegal about that. He made a good defensive hit, didn't lead with the crown of his helmet. And
like he's grabbing his arm there, Mark.
Yeah, he felt kind of awkward on that right shoulder.
Yeah, he might have hurt that. And if they lose him too,
Not just that, but they say he's also a great three-sport star. So I'm assuming it would be baseball and probably basketball.
Probably, yeah.
It's probably what you're looking at.
Well, he's up walking around like he might have got a stinger. You know, sometimes you hit that nerve and it'll go numb on you. So
yeah,
hopefully that's all it is. But he's walked off the field, so that's good. So that brings up 4th down and about 12 for Geneva, and they're going to punt it away.
Yeah, I've got a feeling here Coach Sanders is kind of like waving the white flag, not going for it. And I don't think he wants to get any more players hurt. I mean, he's already had a starting tailback. He came back, but he's got an ankle injury. Now you look at possibly a shoulder injury for the quarterback. He lost a defensive lineman maybe for the season. So I would think what you would be looking at would be taking 3 knees here for Headland. And,
I think Coach Melton would go that. I think he don't want to get anybody hurt either. So, you know, you do something for no reason. So with the score at 26-38 with 2 minutes and 17 seconds left in the game, you know, be smart.
Yeah.
You know, so.
And what does that say about Coach Melton? I mean, this is impressive for him to come into Geneva, who's really known for having a really good, strong football program for many years. And, you know, a lot of people probably question why he was going there. You know, why do you want to go to Headland? They've had a new coach every year. He's come in here and put a new attitude and new discipline. And these guys have really responded well. And now they're starting off 1-0, heading back home, and they're feeling good.
Yes, absolutely. Got another flag here.
He's thinking it's illegal participation, 12 players, I'm guessing.
And he's exactly right. But yeah, I agree with you 100%. I mean, you know, and that's when I talked to him. He was just so excited about this season and excited about the possibilities and the fact that, you know, had so many returning players and they bought into his system and what he's trying to do and let's go to work and, you know, they come to practice excited. He said they've had some of the best practices, you know, he's ever had, you know, so again, and the stability he brought or is bringing to the program is going to be great. Yeah, he's just going to run around. Yeah.
That's a crackback.
He's going to get him.
But see, I don't understand this. Just take a knee.
Yeah.
Just take a knee. Now you're getting possibly somebody hurt, which, you know, he's blocking like he's supposed to, but you can't crackback block anymore. That's a penalty.
And it stops the clock.
Yeah.
So 10 minutes and 6 seconds. Personal foul.
That's that crackback blocking. They really have started focusing more on that of getting linemen or possibly mostly wide receivers coming down the line and blocking the defensive players when they're pursuing the runner.
Yeah.
And that's what's happened there. That I think it was number 84 who plays tight end came down and just blindsided I think it was number 56 who was pursuing him and took him out, which I don't know why you just don't take a knee and call it a day. That would be the smart thing to do.
All right, so we're looking at 1st and 30. We've had some big numbers on 1st. All right, so who's tackle? Like I say, we're just running some time down. Headland is going to win this contest. So good for Coach Melton. We hope Geneva recovers from some of the injuries, and you know, they got a good football. They just don't have the depth, you know, so that's really one of their biggest issues, I think.
Well, I think having to defend Jackson Williams tonight was the wild card, because you've got to watch him the whole time. Next thing you know, they slip it to Luke Nelson, who's a very physical runner, and he's getting 8, 10, 15 yards down the. Well, then you go focus on Luke. Jackson springs it out to the left, and he's gone. And you can't touch him.
Coach Melton was smart on switching those in quarterbacks. You know, one there, you know, back and forth. So, and there he switched again.
That might be why he didn't want to tell you who was going to play.
That's probably why. So I wonder who the third one. He said he had 3 that he was comfortable with, and that he would play. At any time I felt comfortable with them playing. So that's 55 seconds left in the game. Got a timeout. Geneva Panthers.
I don't understand that, but I guess they're going to fight all the way to the end. So appreciate that as well.
All right, well, we've got a timeout. We're going to do a 1-minute commercial and finish this game up.
Home. It's about making memories.
As we celebrate 45 years.
Connecting.
Hope for better things for those in need.
Feeling plugged in. For more than 7 decades, News 4 has been your hometown news leader.
From the Dothan High School auditorium.
Your connection to what's happening.
You can't get down the street.
And now, when it seems everything around us is changing, we're investing. So you can count on some things staying the same.
The threat is really with this line.
Like your most trusted source of local news, weather, and information.
This is a matter that really affects everyone.
It's still right here.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Taylor Pollock.
Because whenever you see this logo, you know what it's for. You know it's for you.
All right, we are back. So Headland has just did a handoff, gained, I don't know, about 6 or 7 yards. 45 seconds left on the clock. So it looks like Geneva's going to call another timeout.
They did.
So I'm with Mark. I don't see any. But I guess, maybe you can, it's a teachable moment, with some of your players. So,
well, you had the ball here. It's 4th and 12 with, 2.5 minutes left. I don't know why you're not going for it there. If you're still, trying to win the ball game, but you pretty much punt and gave it away. And I thought, especially with the injuries that were happening, that he would, but I guess not. Maybe he sees something there that he can work with his team on. Definitely teach him to fight to the end. I see that aspect of the game. And I don't even know if number 1, Michael Moore, can come back yet. I haven't seen him. Well, he's on the sideline over here in front of us, but he's not really.
Yeah, I don't see them putting him back in, not with 45 seconds left.
Or they may just want to, probably, I would imagine they're going to probably put Noah Johnson back. And, all
right. So we have got 4th down, so Headland's going to be punting it away. Both teams have really got good punters.
Sure have. Their special teams play has been really good.
So Panthers going down the ball, at about the 26-yard line, 37 seconds left.
Yeah, number 1, Michael's not coming back in the ball game, so we'll see a backup here. Curious who that might be. I wonder maybe Noah. I mean, he filled in for the running back. He may be filling in for the quarterback.
Yeah, just do quarterbacks and sneaks. Straight runs. No luck, number 11. It's Tanner Sizemore.
10th grader. So.
Is that who it is? Yep.
Looks like it.
Coming from that weak side again. Nice little block there. Oh, good pass. That's going to be a sure enough flag there.
Yeah, got a little extracurricular there.
Yeah, there ain't no sense of throwing nobody down.
I don't know if they saw that or not.
I don't know if they saw it or not, but
it was in the middle of the
it was
Geneva.
Right here. Yeah, so, this Coach Melton's going to have to take care of that. This play is over with, been over with, and then you're going to throw it down right there. So, that's, and at the track.
And this is another reason why I think you should take a knee, because if you do it again here, you're probably going to have another problem here.
That's true.
And they're probably wondering right now, Geneva, is why he's not being ejected.
Yeah, why he's not being,
Well, he didn't throw a punch, which is automatic ejection.
But I don't even think he got a flag. They wouldn't even see a flag.
Yeah, sure didn't. I don't think they saw it. I really don't think they saw it. They're asking that right now, why is there not a penalty? But it was kind of behind the bench over here, so I don't think the play on the field kind of limited that.
Bringing lots of pressure from the outside.
And again,
so
we have another situation.
Yep.
That's number 77, Jimmy Pettis, with his helmet off. He's a senior.
Yeah, he's got to come out, don't he?
Unless it was forced off. Now the coach from Geneva has made it onto the middle of the field. And I think he's still referring to the play before because he's pointing over to the sidelines.
Yeah.
And he's wanting to know why that was not called.
So I got unsportsmanlike conduct against Headland, so. And we got a timeout, Headland, right?
Well, I haven't seen them mark it off yet. I'm not sure who they called that on. They haven't moved the ball yet. I know that.
Yeah, the flag's still on the field.
If I was the Geneva coach, the best thing I would do is take a knee right now and meet at the 50-yard line, shake hands, because I think something else is probably going to escalate again. You got to think these two teams are very aggressive in the trenches, and neither one's going to back down to each other. So it does look like it's going to be a penalty on
unsportsmanlike on Headland.
On Headland.
We do have 20 seconds left. This last minute, 20 seconds, taking a long time. Headland has consistently brought pressure from the outside. See if number 84 is blitzing again.
Looks like Geneva is telling all of his players to go off the field. So I'm assuming there will not be a handshake at the end of the ball game. That's what it looks like.
Number 31, still on his feet. Nice run. So that was a nice positive run there for number 31. So got all the way down into inside the 5-yard line, right at the 5-yard line, with 9 seconds left.
Trying to find his number. I can't see who he is.
Trying to find it too.
Number 31. Not sure who that is for. J.J. King. Oh, was the backup tailback we had whenever Kingston got hurt.
All right, takes another play, goes to the outside, and gets down to about the 2-yard line with 2 seconds left.
There's one thing you can say, they are fighting for the every last second.
Yes, they are. Be kind of nice for them to get a score here, though.
It will.
Nope. All right, so that is the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Headland Rams 38, Geneva Panthers 26. So it looks like coach is going to bring them off the field there, and hopefully we'll have a nice handshake.
Yeah, I don't think
they want the players mentally, because there's a lot of animosity going along, a lot of tempers, you know. So, all right, tonight's broadcast brought to you by Call Bob. Be cool, call Bob. Harley Davidson of Dothan. Ride to meet life. Don't wait for it. Southeast Health, always the right decision. Clear to close. Who you call when you're looking for real estate, all your real estate needs. Zach's Restaurant, Slocum, best food in the South. and also Tyree Entertainment. So we want to thank all of our sponsors for that.
Yeah, great job, and thank you to our crew, producer Jared Tyree, director Steve Pierce, graphics Bradley Roper, audio Alan Pierce, replay Broxton Gannon, camera operators tonight, Hasty Wiggins, Keith Dovry, and Neil Simmons. Our truck technicians are Justin and Bryant Pierce. Guys did a great job. I'm Mark Kenny along with Philip Gilly. We'll be back with y'all next week in Enterprise, Alabama. Thank you for watching WTVY News 4 Game of the Week. Good night.